No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we have a returning, victorious podcast featuring two guys that I know y'all love to hear me talk to. It's Mike Majlak, who I now pronounce his name like that instead of Majlak.
When did I?
And Faze Banks.
Hey.
When did that happen?
Yeah, when did you start calling me that as opposed to like Mike Lovesack or Mike Majlak?
I don't know. I think at some point I just realized that that's how you say it and that it was easier to say it like that than to make a joke out of it every time. Like when you say Tana's name and you got to just be like,
yeah, but nobody actually knows how to pronounce her last name at all.
I know, it's just weird because we've been watching videos with her in it and knowing her for a long time. How have we never figured out how to say her name? And I just found out that
Mojo?
No. Mojo, M-O-J-O.
Okay.
Tana Mojo.
But that's not
it's not how you
spelled,
fucking
but that's
say it.
Useful rhetorical device, yeah. Monomical. What? How do you? What's
Mike's still on my phone is Mike Lovesack.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
like
that's
that.
sick.
It's the emoji shit.
You got some good ones of that? Like a dude who becomes a huge rapper and he's in your phone as like Kyle?
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
I got a couple of those. How you guys living?
Good. We're actually living together now.
I saw that.
Yeah, Mike just moved into the crib.
Finally.
The house is stacked. It's a fucking beautiful home. You got to come by, check it out.
Let's go. It's still the same spot that you guys have before.
You should come on my show. Just come cruise.
On the fucking mom's basement.
Yeah, me and Keem shit.
How's that going?
It's going great.
Yeah.
Amazing. Spotify original. The Spotify bag. It's audio only, which takes a little bit away from the experience, but it's nice to roll out of bed and fucking go down to your basement. And
do you feel like you're being crushed by the censorship juggernauts at Spotify, like Joe Rogan?
No, to be honest, I don't. Why is that? Is that
they took down a bunch of his more controversial episodes, and he seems to not give a shit, which is kind of surprising to me.
He's definitely acting differently behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
But
based
also
on those.
$100 million bag, like
you could take down my Alex Jones interview.
I couldn't give a fuck less about. I'll suck my own dick on Instagram Live for $100 million.
Could you do that? Are you able to do that?
Yeah.
Are you serious or not?
I got a long dick.
Did Marilyn Manson really get a rib removed so he could do that or not?
I think that was just something they told us when we were 13. But girls get ribs removed now.
Oh, really?
Like
just
to look hotter.
skinnier?
Yeah, just to look like their torso is longer or whatever. But I guess if I was going to try to suck my own dick, the things I would want to work on is losing body fat, yoga, flexibility.
Yeah.
Maybe even a dick implant realistically would probably help a lot.
Yeah.
Where's science at with that?
I know. What are these scientists doing?
There's a lot going on with that. I think I've heard rumors
It's
of certain
2021.
people.
Can you finally can you do it? Can you pull the trigger?
Well, no, there's inflation. From what I understand, there's people in the industry that I've heard rumored have like these inflation devices where you push a button and it's like, and it feels like,
That's weird.
and it fills up, and then when you're done, there's like a button in your butthole that you push and it goes.
That's not real.
That's what I've heard. I just use Blue Chew, the #1 male enhancement pill. Get it at bluechew.com for a free 1-month trial. Use code Mike.
Oh my God, we just got hijacked for a brand deal. Everybody get a nice hard dick out there. Yeah, I don't know, but even all of that, after all of that, it's like what you're gonna be able to dab your tongue on it. It's gonna be like your whole life before you could deep throat your shit. Like it's not.
Am I the only one that doesn't want it? I don't really want to do that.
No, I think that's gay.
Listen, that's a question.
Time out. I have a philosophy. I've thought about this. I've mulled this over. Listen, I believe that if human beings evolved to have short, little, stubby, like T-Rex arms, and we couldn't jack ourselves off, I feel like we'd
be forced.
And girls would jack up. Hey, man, if you could just reach down there, would you do it? I feel like there'd be people, nah, I wouldn't do that. That's kind of gay. Right. You know what I mean? I feel like
evolution,
sucking your own dick.
Do you think evolution
is based?
Do you think evolution and the evolution of the human body is based on furthering our abilities to pleasure ourselves?
No, I don't.
So like imagine in 100,000 years, we have longer torsos, longer penises, so we can move from first base to second base on ourselves.
That'd be tight.
And
you could bend your dick around and fuck yourself in the ass.
But what if we had evolved to produce lube? Like if there was like a little thing here and like my body kind of like had lube ready to go, so I could kind of like squeeze it. It just sort of plops out, and it's just you're good to go. And like we're there. But that's the thing is there are things about our bodies that are that weird, but we don't think they're weird because we've been human beings our entire life, you know.
Exactly.
But I do think that we evolved to not be able to suck our own dicks because it would mean that we wouldn't reproduce because we just give each other head all the time.
Maybe.
Or give ourselves head.
Maybe there were a class of people who could suck their own dicks and naturally they didn't reproduce because they weren't fucking.
For example, the was it a Bronchosaurus? That one with the long neck? That thing could easily give itself head, dude. Like think about that.
Dogs suck their own dicks all the time. And it's normal.
I know, I hate that.
They don't suck it, but
That's one of the things I don't like about dogs.
It's kind of weird.
the red rock.
Or when they wipe their ass on the floor too. Like they're
that's
just gross.
And seeing like when my kid is playing with a dog and the way the dog just wants to lick her face and stuff, and I'm like, I know what you've been doing with that mouth.
Yeah. These conversations aren't happening enough online right now. No. I'm really happy that we got a chance to come here.
This is the trifecta.
Cancel culture.
Bestiality.
Adam 22 says he wants to suck his own dick.
Right. We could put this on the dark web. I'm down.
Sell it for a Bitcoin.
50K for
On the
no,
Silk
let's
Road?
just put this as
On
an
the
NFT.
Silk-
So just one guy has it.
One guy can.
This conversation.
Yeah. Just this part of it too. Just the dick
I
sucker part.
hate it. He loves NFTs, bro.
Why do you hate them?
I don't hate them.
He hates them because he knows nothing about them and he's missing out and not making any money.
He's probably right.
You're jealous.
I purposely like I'm crypto. Come here. NFTs. I'm just like
Yeah, but you were late to
stiff-armed
you were
it.
late to the crypto party too, and you probably talked shit about that too, a year ago.
You might be right.
I might be
You
right.
might be right.
I definitely believe that you can make a lot of money with NFTs.
Yes.
I just personally don't believe that there's any future in it, and I don't really understand. Like, it seems like there's a lot of supply. There's a lot of people who are looking to sell something that basically doesn't exist and make money off of it. I don't really understand the mentality of the people who are buying and holding these.
Can I just break it down?
Sure,
a quick,
yeah,
a quick
definitely.
little breakdown.
Nifty.
So if you can wrap your head, have you guys ever bought a skin in a video game?
I haven't, but I've bought so many stupid things in Pokemon Go that I feel like I understand.
Yeah, in-game transactions.
You're
Okay,
right,
yeah. Skins in video games are a really good comparison to make. You buy them because it makes you feel a certain way, because you want to flex on the people in your party or against the people that you're playing against. You want to look cool. It makes you feel a certain way. The same reason why you buy the clothes that you buy, the same reason why you buy the art that you buy. That's one component of it. The same thing applies to NFTs. Now, what you just said is absolutely true. 99% of the market is absolutely nothing and probably won't have any real value in the long term. But the same can be said about traditional art and collectibles too, right? Anything from a Picasso to a fucking poster that you can buy at Walmart for $2. It's all art at the end of the day. You can hang it on your wall. When you look at it, you feel a certain way. It's trying to intrigue. It's trying to, you know.
The in-game purchase, I think, is a great idea, but at the same time, like if you're playing Fortnite 8 hours a day and you're rocking that shit and everybody sees you, and I get why that shit's popular in Fortnite. It's just kind of hard for me to imagine how people are then going to flex their NFT ownership.
Well, in 2021, we spent an awful more amount of time on the fucking internet than we did in 2010, and even more so than in the year 2000.
And it'll be higher in
And
2030.
None of us, no human being, spent any time on the internet in 1980 because it didn't fucking exist. So the idea is that as we move further and further into this metaverse and we spend more and more time on the internet, eventually, like, you have to automatically assume, just because of the rate of fucking how things growth and just technology, it's all exponential. In 10 years, who's to say that we don't truly have a whole separate life in the fucking internet,
like a
where
simulated
we really
reality.
plug in and we can do this and look at each other and experience these things with our
Augmented
senses
reality,
the same
like that
way
kind of shit.
that we do in real life, but on the internet. And when that is true, when these things are true, you can hang up in your fucking in your
Sims world,
simulated studio. You can hang up a CryptoPunk on your shit, and people are like, "Damn, like this."
I want to suck that dude's dick.
It just feels like a lot of assumptions to be making about how the world is going to shape up over the next few decades.
He's right. But you know that's going to be the
happen,
case.
though.
Like,
But we don't play The Sims.
No, but
and what is the equivalent version of The Sims, and why are the NFTs going to be the thing that we're
roleplay,
flexing?
GTA, Call of Duty, all of those things are putting us more and more inside of the universe. And he's exactly right. In 10, 15 years, we are going to be in some sort of semblance of augmented reality. So I agree with that part. And I also agree with you when you say that 99% of the shit out there on the NFT market is saturated bullshit. The reason why I don't play in that space is because there's a limit to how many investment and things you can do in life.
That's
and
a
to
good point.
identify the 1% that are positive returning investments or smart purchases takes time that I don't have.
And I won't listen. I don't involve my money or my time into anything that I'm not personally interested in. It's impossible for me to drive myself
Get passionate.
just off the basis of money. It's hard for me. I've done it with crypto because I think that there is an element of like coolness and future and internet. Like, I'm an internet kid, so I think that shit's fairly cool. But this NFT shit, like art and internet, like those are two of my favorite things on the planet. Those are two of the things that I believe in the most. So for those to get married,
Have you purchased any NFTs?
Yeah.
Like what?
CryptoPunks. I own 4 CryptoPunks. I'm putting in $200,000 into it. I bought them in February, and right now they're worth like 600, 700K. Wow. So, I mean, it was a great investment, even in the short term. These are long-term holds for me. This is the way that I explain the CryptoPunk thing. CryptoPunks are the first ever NFT, realistically. They're looked at like that. They're appreciated like that. They were created in late 2016, early 2017, I think. They were free. They were minted, and you could go on larvalabs.com and claim them. Nobody really gave a fuck. It was worth, but the hardcore internet people fucked with it. Now that NFTs are popping off, they're looked at as like the founding fathers of the space. So my comparison to it is if you could travel back in time and buy the fucking Mona Lisa for 30 racks, would you do that? Of course you would do that.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, hang it up in here.
That's why that's the only real money that I've dumped into it. I bought other cool things that I like and in support of like my friends and shit like that. But not to make money. This CryptoPunk thing, I do believe long term, I do think that the floor for these things is going to be $1 million. And in that case, I would have spent, $200K to make $4 or $5 million.
I think my main thing though is that I'm kind of like a pessimistic person. It's very. Yeah. I feel like I'm very good at looking on the negative side, and
East
I feel
Coast,
like everyone is a little
East
too
Coast,
optimistic
baby.
right now. Yeah. I'm sorry. I've lived through multiple recessions, and I'm just gearing up for the next one, baby. I'm gonna hold on. Hey, I'm ready for everything I own. I'm ready for the money in the bank to not be worth shit. My house is gonna drop in value. Everything I own is gonna go down in flames. But I'm ready for that.
That way of thinking is dangerous.
I know.
And trust me, because I'm saying it, I'm preaching to the choir on it because it's how I've thought since I was doing the shit I used to do.
Fear and scarcity are around you at all times, 100%, right?
100%. Yeah. It's how I still think. I hoard money. I invest very little because I'm scared for tomorrow.
Right.
I'm scared for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day the other shoe drops. It all ends. I need that cash to fall back on. You need to pull yourself out of that way of thinking because in non-invested money is just wasted.
Take your own advice, brother.
I know. No, and by the way, I have been. I found a bunch more exposure this year to crypto. You know that.
Yeah, no,
love Ethereum. Love Chainlink. Have gotten into some alts, ERSDL, some other DeFi and infrastructure coins that I really feel passionate about. But like I said, it's a time-consuming effort.
My
you
philosophy
need to put
on this
a lot of time into it.
My philosophy on this is for the first 24 years of my life, I was fucking broke and I was fine. I was cool. I was still alive. And
were you happier?
Fucking girls. Was I happier? I honestly, I was probably just about the same happiness as I. Honestly, I think I'm happier now because of the experience. Money hasn't changed any sort of level of happiness for me, to be honest with you. It's cliche to fucking say that and like prop that shit up, but it's
when I really put myself in how I felt like 15 years ago and how, I wasn't like acknowledging how worried I really should have been at that time in terms of like my financial future and everything. It's like I should have been so scared and worried, and I wasn't.
Because you didn't give a fuck.
But now I can look at it and be like, wow, you were really hanging on by a thread there. You really did not have much of a safety net. You could have like had some horrible medical condition happen and your whole fucking life is over and you got to move back to New Hampshire and live with your parents.
But also that is the biggest reason why everybody should be investing their money and exploring other. I would relate it to like child stars and people who had like quick success in like the music industry or like the film industry who made a bunch of money really quick, spent it all, and then fell off and now they're broke. We know there's a lot of cases of that. So many. Building IP, building something that actually has real value beyond you. Like tomorrow, if you got hit by a fucking bus, you know what I mean? Like the show would be fucking. The show would die with you. Like it's kind of fucking.
Wait, you're saying he died? Are you saying he died after the bus, or like?
Yeah,
or just some sort of severe.
And then, it was like Speed.
Welcome back to No Jumper News, starring Bus Adam.
But I don't know. That's all the more reason why it is important to spread out your money and to take those risks. It really only takes one too, like one big win, and it could change your whole fucking game. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know.
We're working on a couple of those right now.
Yeah, we are.
Do you feel like you are at a point? Thank you, Laura. Is a fucking mind read. She knew I wanted my water. That's amazing. Do you think like you've reached a point where you've made enough money that now the only things that you feel like you can put energy and time into are the really big opportunities where you could 500x your money, because if you find something that, I feel like I could operate a really, really good pizza spot.
Definitely.
But I'm just not going to do it because it's just not an opportunity.
What's the exit look like?
Yeah, it's like, I feel like we can make a couple $100,000 or a couple $1 million a year off the pizza spot, but it's like going to be really intensive time-wise.
If anybody talks to me about anything related to a physical location or event right now, I don't want to hear anything about it.
Really?
Everything I want to do is digitally based in some way. And to your point, like, those $250,000 strategic deals, those $500,000 strategic deals, they start to get less appetizing. Like, at what point are you just collecting that revenue and never spending some time to build equity and IP into something that could become massive? Like, he's sitting on Faze, right? But we're working on a number of other IP devices that could potentially go. I have dating apps. I have
Faze has also given me a lot of freedom too to like
do that stuff,
kind of like risk things and you know what I mean, because it is a consistent state.
But has it also turned you into kind of a lazy fuck because you just don't upload on YouTube? You're always telling us, I'm coming back, I'm vlogging, I'm gonna do this and that. We all know you don't need the fucking 10 grand you're gonna make off that video, so you don't do it.
Listen, to
this
be honest,
is what the people need to see.
By the way, no, but to be honest, that's the thing, right? It's like everything's all about pros and cons and the fucking give and take, and that's been a lot of bullshit comes with uploading videos on YouTube, bro. And
you don't say there's drama in that department.
Guys,
you don't fucking say, bro.
By the way, like it takes fucking 10 minutes to crank out a YouTube video that's gonna pull in millions of views and make you some good money.
You just walk around the house like, oh, look at this room. Here's something going on. Here's something else in this room.
That's what I'm saying, though. And it's like it has nothing to do with being lazy. More so, like, okay, am I ready to turn this back on and like take everything that comes with it, or would I rather just trade little pixels on a screen and make money?
It's funny going.
I don't know.
It's funny having watched you go through the growing pains of influencer and like watching all of the like things that you went through and the relationship drama and the drama pages, and then now just being so gutted by it personally.
Yeah,
and like having you and obviously Logan to lean on for advice and shit like that has been so important to me, because it's like it's constant. Like, you wake up every day and in that fear you talked about, you wake up every day like, yo, what's the news about me gonna be today? What's the fucking drama gonna be today?
And honestly, I'm really proud of the fact that I fucking have always kind of stayed true to what I want to do. My last video that I uploaded has 11 million views and 1 million likes on it. Wow. You don't see that shit every day, you know what I mean? And I could have fucking milked that Tfue thing for a while and cranked views out of it and fucking used it to blow up in other ways. I just didn't feel like getting myself involved in all that drama. And seeing those comments and like that's, you know what I mean?
Right, but do you go out of your way to avoid being on drama alert these days? Because it's like,
no,
because you will like go through phases. Like, remember the Jake Paul club fight thing and like all these, not that you fought him or whatever, but there was like all this drama where for weeks and weeks, like there's a narrative being stirred up about Faze Banks. Like, are you at the point where that doesn't bother you and you wake up in the morning and don't think about that?
I guess it's all situational, because the Jake Paul thing, for example, that was a fucking huge shot at my character.
Right.
I was being accused of hitting a girl pretty much. It's like, okay, I'm going to go to the ends of the earth to make sure that everybody that thinks that that's possible is impossible.
It's the rare thing you can't really ignore.
You can't ignore that. Bullshit, like random bullshit, day-to-day drama, I'll ignore that shit all day. And I really, at the end of the day, as long as I can get my piece across and you can actually hear from me what the deal is, how you feel about me after that, I could give a fuck less about. Like, you know what I mean? Like the Jake Paul fans from back then, whatever. As long as they heard me, saw the evidence, knew that I didn't do that, then after that, if you still want to hate me, if you still don't fuck with me, whatever.
There's a level of stardom where like people will report on you if the stuff becomes a big deal. And then there's a level of stardom where I feel like Mike is kind of like creeping into that, where it's like, oh no, we know that if we report on this dude, then we will get a lot of views. So let's do everything we can to find out everything we can about this guy's life.
I was so excited,
which is why it's not about being lazy. It's like, I don't want to fucking, I don't know if I want to be.
I had so much fun flying under the radar, and I didn't realize I was having fun. I was batting for the fucking fences, and everybody was like, yo, enjoy your 500,000 views a video. Enjoy your side role, your co-host role on Impaulsive, right? And I was like, no, fuck that, I'm going after it. And then Dobrik fell. And then Logan stopped posting. And then, a couple other big people on YouTube stopped. And all of a sudden, I'm like, damn.
James Charles, Shane Dawson. We just keep watching these stars fall.
Especially in today's climate.
So what happened was I looked around. I'm like, damn, I'm in the fucking sites now. And all these motherfucking drama pages are like, damn, like this will get clicks. This is what I need to survive, right? And the way, like, we're in this weird society now where people not only feel that they're entitled to their opinion, but they feel that they're entitled to you modifying your behavior based on their fucking opinion. Fuck you, dude. Fuck the drama pages. Fuck anybody that follows the drama pages. That's garbage. Let me explain this to you really quick. Logan, all those people, you are the ball players. They're the fucking interviewers in the locker room asking questions, pushing their fucking glasses up. If we don't play the game, they got nothing to talk about. So when the drama comes out, and everybody's like, we demand a response. We demand the following adjustments to your character. Fuck you. You're not getting any shit from me. I don't even respond. I have no response. Shit just happened. The shit just happened with Lana. The shit that's been going on with Logan. I got nothing to say about any of it. If you know me, you know my character, you fuck with me, great. If you don't, go fuck yourself. That's how I fucking am, bro.
He's been so amped up and worked up. He's had
Straight
he's
up,
had a rough couple of weeks.
It has. It's been terrible.
It really has been terrible. Okay.
Terrible.
I do want to respond to what you just said, though. I don't think it's super fair to fully put the blame on the drama channels.
No, I'm not, but they gotta make money.
So much is just like society at large, bro. Like people are fucking way too sensitive. People are way too entitled. Like everybody, like you said, wants to push their opinion on you and wants you to change your behavior based on how they feel. And it's weird and it's ridiculous.
When I was
people in general need to just toughen the fuck up and like
literally when we were growing up and it was television, right? You turn on a show. If somebody's saying you don't like, they're saying something you don't like, you change the fucking channel. These motherfuckers just sit there all day and comment.
It's true.
We don't like this channel. I got to minute 27 of your video and realized that you're a real jerk. Why the fuck are you watching it then? I got 2 million people watching the videos that fuck with the shit. 99.5% thumbs up rate on the videos. Why the fuck are you in that 0.5% watching shit you don't like? Go make money. And go do something with your life.
By the way, half the time too, you'll get a comment or a tweet from somebody. It's negative feedback and you respond. In the rare times that you respond, their response is typically, "Oh shit,
I love you, huge fan. Can we meet up and sign your book?"
No, seriously though, like that's 90% of the time that is the case. It's just cancel culture in general. I'm actually delighted to see that we're starting to see a pushback on that shit. Like you're starting to see more and more anti-cancel culture shit on the internet. The thing that blows my mind the most about this whole cancel culture like movement is the fact that we'll take just influencer A fucks up some way. The people who like storm in their comments and target their sponsors, these people aren't even fans of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm talking about minor fuck ups, things that that we should allow people to redeem themselves from and come back from. Talking maybe a poorly worded joke, things like that.
A pros and cons list, like that kind of shit.
Little shit, you know what I mean? There's a line that's, if it's crossed, it's like, okay, leave the fucking internet and just like,
go to jail.
You're a horrible, go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go.
Don't pass go.
Yeah, but these like little fucking things, it's not even people's fans. It's like this wave of just like PC police who are fucking targeting people and going after this shit, you know what I mean? And they're not even your fans. Your fans aren't walking away over a fucking joke.
Right.
Maybe they'll check you, and as they should, you know what I mean? But they're not like it's people who didn't even fuck with you to begin with, who have this like control over your career. It's fucking so bizarre to me.
It's just really troubling too, because for the past month, with like,
you holding it like
I feel like it sounds a little weird when you like cup it like a dick to.
I felt like Aiden for a second.
Yeah, Riley.
We've been hanging out
with Aiden too much. It's
I never did that before. I'm surprised it took me that long.
That's funny.
It's been troubling because the thing that happens with a lot of people is they do respond, and so the way I've always looked at it has been. And especially the past month, I've needed him and I've needed my homies behind the scenes to be like, yo, when you respond to this kind of shit, that's what everybody wants. They want you to respond. They want you to have some sort of feedback. They want you to add fuel to that fire, because that's another video for the drama pages. That's another video. That's going to warrant a response from the person that you have drama with. It's going to continue to build and build and build and build. And by the way, like selfishly, that's great for business. That adds views on for us too. But it's terrible for fucking mental health. It's terrible for my happiness. And
it's terrible for the overall space.
And it's bad for the space. But more than but the hard part about it is like it feels so defenseless when your shit is getting run through the mud like that, and you have to sit there and just take it, bro, and not respond and not say, yo, this is the. people, it's almost like people don't realize there's two sides to the fucking story. Then there's the truth also. You know what I'm saying? And so I just sit there and I watch all this shit happen, but usually like, you don't respond, it dies down. You go back to work. I'm imperfect. I make a shit ton of fucking mistakes, just like everybody else.
I thought you were gonna say money.
I thought so too. For a second, I'm like, whoa, plot twist.
But it's just like, it's
I make a shit ton of money. Fuck yourself.
But it's always tempting to just throw that in the conversation, right? Like, I got a nice house. Fuck you. Yeah. But when you really do feel like shit about yourself and you're really getting trashed in the media, doesn't that kind of what you resort to is like, well, you know what? Fuck you. I got $1 million and a nice house. Suck my dick.
What are y'all doing it for?
What else do I really need in this whole situation?
What are y'all doing it for? Why are you doing this shit? Because you really love making YouTube videos, or because like
that's
why
why
are
I
y'all
started doing it? Yeah.
What? But where are you at?
I come from a time we started doing this Faze shit 10 plus years ago.
No, I feel that.
I started doing this. I did start doing this for fun, and it's kind of just the way my life went.
Sometimes I think about what I would
But
do
I don't
with my
do it.
time.
I don't upload videos.
Like I think about what I would do with my time if I like really didn't have to do this. If I fucking hit a lick for $20 million tomorrow, it's like I really think I still would do this because this is such a huge part of my identity and what I'm interested in. I might do a little less, or I might like change it up a little bit, but I don't really think the money is like awesome, but this is not the most profitable thing I could be doing with my time. There's a ton of
There's
angles.
a lot of longevity to this too. You've built a really sick IP,
right? And I love the feeling of like just having. I love going back to my interviews from 4 or 5 years ago and being like 10,000 views this month, and I put that shit out 4 years ago. Yeah. For some reason, that still just turns me on so hard to just be like, I'm doing something that is gonna have an impact in the long run. And you do an interview with someone, and then 5 years later, either something really good happens to them or something really bad. But then you see that spike, and you realize, bro, 100,000 people went to this interview to think about this guy after he passed away, or think about how this guy used to be at this age before he blew up 5 years later. You know, that is what I'm really addicted to.
At the end of the day, I know we're doing a lot of bitching right now about like the cons of like this whole space, but it's just even funny like the language that you're using about views and like longevity, and just isn't it fucking crazy the life we live? Yeah. Like the average person isn't talking about how many views they're getting and like the masses, millions of people. It's fucking.
But it's interesting because Mike just revealed that he doesn't actually like making YouTube videos and he hates making the night shift, and you should all return your merch.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But like, yo, there are certain things I like about it. I like when it's the passion projects that I want to work on. I have the most fun reviewing cheeseburgers. I have the most fun like doing the things that I actually like doing. The drama shit and all the cons and the stuff that comes along with it is what I don't like. And honestly, like the #1 most desired job for kids nowadays is to be an influencer, is to grow up to be a creator. And so it's insane. It would be irresponsible of us to come out here and even for a second make it seem like it was all fucking pecans and rainbows.
Listen, kids, work in the space and involve yourself in the space. There's a future to this, longevity to this, but taking it back to what you said earlier, everyone thinks they want to be fucking huge on the internet. It's not the greatest. It's not what it's cracked up to be.
I was watching an interview with the poker legend Phil Ivey yesterday, and he was basically talking about how at one point in his life, winning these huge tournaments and his legacy and making all this money was like the thing for him. And that over time, he just started to realize like, oh shit, like if I make another $10 million, it's not going to make me any happier. And now his life is like spend time with friends, family, do yoga, like walk around on the beach, you know, just like it's when I'm listening to him and he's talking about his life, he said, I'm chasing happiness day to day. I stopped chasing money at some point.
Well, I think everybody goes through that that trajectory because at first you need to finance yourself. You need to get a place where you're comfortable enough in life. You feel good about your future. You're making the right investments to open yourself up the luxury to chase happiness. Yep. And that's where I've been living. Yo, I'm trying to get to a point where I grind. I haven't missed a fucking week through all that drama, through all the bullshit, through fucking everything that happened, through losing friends, through COVID. Like I've always been there trying to get that shit out because I know I have to grind because the window ain't open forever. Right. But now I am in a very good place for a lot of reasons, so I can start to open myself up to those luxuries, to work it in the same space as the book. The book was one of the most successful books to come out of the creator space, and it made me so happy, bro. Yeah. I've gotten thousands and thousands of messages from people like, yo, you made me understand why my mom OD'd on fucking heroin, and it brought me peace knowing that. You made me want to stop using after 2 decades. I'm 53 years old and I see hope for the future now. Those are the messages that push me every day. Those are the messages that keep me going. Working with rehab centers. I sold 160,000 copies of that fucking book, bro.
Wow. That's crazy.
I
thought people didn't read books anymore, so that's really amazing.
Audio,
well, I bought it, so hey, we out here.
I would have gave you one.
That's all right. But
good homie.
Yeah. No, you got to buy the homie shit, right?
You have to.
Yeah.
The Fifth
Shit
Vital,
like
it's
that
available on
especially.
Amazon and Audible.
You don't gotta buy every T-shirt, but when someone drops a book,
There's an ESTG.
Like,
One of my favorite rappers, ESTG. I'm not sure if you guys know about him yet, but he's fire. But he has a line on his new mixtape where he said, "Buddy," I'm gonna say Buddy. Buddy said he want a free dub rocking chromes. So basically, like, you want a free, very small increment of weed, and you're wearing a fucking $2,000 hoodie. It's like, no, fuck you. Like, for real, fuck you. That's like, you got to support your friends. And if anything, like, if you want to buy a $2,000 hoodie, that's fine. But I mean, that shit's crazy to me.
I was talking to him about the last time I called in to the show when it was you, Banks, and Keem. And I was talking about the Logan Paul fight. Right. It was like the day before, right? And I was like, you guys were like, man, he just didn't show up. And I was like, no, fuck you. Logan's my best friend. He won that fight. He's going to be the best boxer ever.
Right.
You got to support your friends, bro.
You got to support your friends.
But obviously there's a thin line between what I probably was doing at the time and where I should have
there was
landed.
a lot of emotion, and I'm not surprised you had that take. It was just...
That's the homie, bro.
There's a lot of value in hyping your friends up regardless of what reality is, right? Like the same thing with you. Like, you got to hype yourself up beyond what is true. And you got to basically do the same thing for your friends. Like, you just got to give them your belief, regardless of if they've really deserved it yet up to this point, right?
I'm just happy to be back on the podcast, man.
Hey, yeah. Oh, man. So you feel like you're coming back to Impaulsive, or is it over?
You got the boot, man.
It's
No,
fully
stop,
over.
because people keep believing
kidding.
it. So Andrew Scholes had this video go out that George put out. Andrew Scholes was like, so Mike got fired. We heard Mike got fired, and the whole and they laughed about it. So the internet's like, you got fired off Impaulsive and shit. Logan's focused on the fight. We are not talking about Impaulsive. We're not talking about the future of the show. We're not talking about our friendship. We're not talking about any of that shit because he's focused on the biggest night of his life. It's the only thing he needs to focus on, the only thing he needs to care about. We'll cross the Impaulsive bridge. We'll cross the me and him having, random micro, whatever that kind of bullshit is post-fight. Right now, that's the only thing he needs to focus on.
How long is it away? Weeks or months?
It's June.
Weeks.
It's June 6th.
Okay.
June 6th?
Yeah,
Is that
weeks.
June 6th? So Sunday, June 6th in Miami.
3
Yeah.
weeks away.
That's so crazy that June is that close. It's
bad.
As somebody who
It's
doesn't really,
scary.
I don't really
It's
look at
scary.
calendars much. That's
You know
crazy.
what my thing is? The world's starting to kind of open back up. We're all starting to see each other again, and I feel like that's making the time fucking fly by. The past few months for me have fucking flown.
But
We had such a down year and such a slow year that
he moved to Puerto Rico.
Right.
I think there's a lot of people that are like, the cat. Well, I want to talk about this because this is one of the things that I haven't addressed. And it's one of the things, like, honestly, like, I want to talk about it for a second. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, this thing that Mike did or that thing that Mike did that pissed him off or whatever. Like, the catalyst for a lot of this, like, hiatus, a lot of this time away from the studio, for Impaulsive, a lot of that kind of shit, Logan decided he was moving to Puerto Rico. Like, said, yo, you coming with me? And I was like, bro, like, that just doesn't fit into my 2 to 5 year plan to go to some floating island in the middle of the Atlantic, like Caribbean, Atlantic.
And if this was three, if this was 3
saying?
years
Like,
ago,
fuck.
if this
Laura
was
with
three,
weather.
if this was 3 years ago, you would have done it, right? Because you didn't have as much built up. You're still
100%.
chasing after it and everything, and that's kind of like a weird realization for somebody like Logan. Like, oh, my co-host is maybe not my co-host to the extent
But
that I thought he was going to be.
it was just an unrealistic plan. It was just an unrealistic plan. Like, listen, like, I love the kid. I love the kid. He gave me so much. He fucking housed me. He introduced me to so many people. He changed my fucking life, dude. And I owe him respect, and I owe him thanks, and I owe him whatever help I can give him forever. And I will always get loyalty, and I'll always fucking give it to him. And have I been perfect? No. Have I used words that should have been voiced differently or said things that could have been phrased differently or more not on those shows or whatever? 100%. I'm not a perfect person. But the thought of uprooting and moving to Puerto Rico, it didn't jive with what I want to do in my life. And people need to look at that and respect that and be like, yo, like, that's not what the kid's vision was.
And on the side of Logan, I completely understand both sides. I think that you're making all the right decisions for yourself. you have outgrown just kind of a sidekick role in someone's life. You're kind of your own person now, and you have a lot of opportunity ahead of you. I've had multiple people kind of under my wing throughout the course of my career, and it always does suck a little bit. Like, not suck, like you're always happy for your homies,
right?
But to see somebody kind of move on from the role they played in your life, and kind of like there's just natural distance put between you guys because they're taking off.
Obviously, you weren't nearly as close, but the you and Tfue thing is probably a decent comparison point. Where it's
we got really close really quick, but that's a huge one. That one was a little bit more fucking like a little bit more emotion. Like the emotion there was crazier. Like even the Nelk Boyz, you know what I'm saying? I moved those motherfuckers out to LA, helped them get their visas and stuff. And they're fucking humongous now, and they're traveling all over the place. And I only get to see them once a month. You know what I mean? And I'm fucking happy for them. I love those kids to death, and they're doing huge things.
You can't blame somebody for wanting to be a boss.
Never,
you know, like at a certain point, those dudes realize
you just
like
miss them though.
We get to be the bosses of our own shit, and we're gonna build something that's so big. Like they want to have the same kind of shit that you built for yourself, and it's like you have to be happy for them, but at the same time, you always want to like
keep them
within your world a little bit. You know,
and I think that's what
my only point in saying that is I think that any sort of negative feedback you've gotten about the Puerto Rico move, I think it's probably coming from a good place, just a place of like.
No, dude, the kid honestly has become such an effective friend, mentor, leader, and I honestly the saddest part is. I thought, one, obviously being away from him and not being close to my friend and being able to call him and talk to him or see him every day. You know, I've been waking up with the kid for years now, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I fucking...
The way you said that was fucking weird.
I've been waking up in bed next to the kid for fucking years.
Laying on top of
over
him
to
with
Laura
his dick
with
in my ass.
With his dick on your lips.
Yo, listen to me, motherfuckers.
I'm not
You
gay.
scumbags.
I don't fuck the homie.
It's just tough, but I thought that like the one thing we would always have to come back to would be that show. That was like our one like refuge where like no matter what happened with the boxing or
Buddy,
with
you're
like,
talking about it like it's dead.
No. I know I'm not saying that, but you do have to take into consideration that there is a change, seeing as how he lives thousands of miles away. Like that will affect our ability to walk into the garage and shoot an Impulsive
But do you
episode.
think he's going to be happy in the long run out there? I haven't been to Puerto Rico. I feel like somebody like him is probably going to end up getting bored out there.
I don't know him nearly as well as you do, but from what I've gathered, Logan is a different fucking animal, man. Like this kid is all about his money, all about work, all about his career. Like that is the one thing that motherfucker will do. He'll do anything for it. He'll live in Puerto Rico for it.
I just think at a certain point he's going to realize like, damn, I could be a lot more effective work-wise and business-wise if I'm in the place where everybody else lives and being away. I mean, granted, you can fly back whenever, but
realistically, the Puerto Rico move is taxes, right? It has a lot.
Plead the fifth on this one, but it's listen, well, like whatever. We've talked about
it.
It's a
business
move.
Anytime you leave LA, it's at least a little bit about taxes.
Facts.
100%. Well, that's what I'm saying. 100%. And just the way that it's not like he can't come back. I don't know.
He's
making all the right moves for his business.
Yes, he's hell bent on domination and whatever that means, and that means in boxing and content, in business and like whatever he does, right? And he's gonna do it. He's one of the most focused people, and I think like as much as I will miss being around him while he's there, he'll miss me, and we had a very good symbiotic relationship for a long time, added a ton of value to each other's lives, and hopefully, you know, he stays there and then comes back and we can get back to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just want to see him go get this fight done, and then we'll see what happens after that. That's it.
And for the record, I agree with you that acting like Harry Styles is a hero for wearing a dress is fucking stupid. But
not going anywhere.
That being said, the interesting thing about that though was just the fact that you seemed to sort of doubt his intentions, and that seemed like a real mortal wound to him in a way where, and I get that, because it's like if one of my good friends basically said like Adam just said that because he switches his personality up depending on who he's around or whatever, I could understand why he would be very hurt by that, even though I agree that acting like someone's a hero for wearing a dress is fucking stupid.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with any of that. What I'm saying is it wasn't switching up.
If you wore a clown suit, I would think it was stupid too. Actually, I would think that was kind of funny. But
stop, please. Okay. It wasn't switching up. Hold on. It was bringing the energy that I would have in closed settings to a podcast that contained people that he doesn't exactly see eye to eye with.
That's true.
I want to say
You need
one
to
thing with the
read. You
dress
need
thing.
to. I need to do a much better job of reading the room, of realizing and understanding the people that I'm around when I make either jokes, tongue-in-cheek remarks, or say things that could be considered adversary or in adversity to someone's belief set, right? And I was wrong. I was 100% wrong, dude. And I think at the time when I said it, I did believe that was the case, and that he felt certain, or he might act certain ways in certain cases towards A-list topics. But we had obviously a long discussion afterwards where he clarified, and I learned from it, and I fucking moved on, and so did he. And then some other, quick bullshit happened and kind of reopened the can, and now we're.
I want to add some serious
go.
notes. So you said, I do want to circle back to the dudes wearing a dress thing. There is one case where a couple of guys wore a dress in a public forum, and I would call them heroes for this. Do you guys remember Matt Stone and Trey Parker?
South Park.
The South Park guys.
Where did they wear a dress
They took acid and showed up to the
Oscars
to the
Oscars,
it might have
yeah.
been the Oscars in dresses.
Well, there's
Tripping
something daring
balls on-
about that, at least.
tripping
Harry
balls on
Styles was
acid.
wearing a dress in a field. Like, nobody's even going to see you. You're just going to take it off
They
after.
pulled up on some funny shit, tripping acid. That's fire.
There's
Those
just-
dudes are fucking heroes for that in my book. But going back to what you just said, listen, whatever was the outcome between you and Logan in that situation, that's between you guys. I don't have an opinion on that, to be honest. One thing that I do want to say in the defense of you is I saw an awful lot of fucking the main negative feedback that you were getting was you're fucking clout chaser, this and that, fucking Mike's a fake friend, Mike's a whatever, clout chaser. And
a leech, a snake.
yeah, that
whatever.
shit doesn't sit right with me, and it actually doesn't make any sense because this is how I view things, because I do know you and I know that these things aren't true about you. What sense does that make? You're a clout. Logan Paul debatably has the fucking most clout on the fucking planet. He's up there.
If you were chasing clout, what would like demeaning Logan a little bit in front of Keemstar, why would that help your situation?
Exactly.
If anything, when Logan is clearly like, if you're going to suck anyany's cock, it's probably going to be Logan's.
Exactly.
Bro, I've been
what are you
the
gonna do
only
on our
person
Spotify
to
original?
check a lot of these people. I've never once agreed just to agree with them. I'm the offset. I'm the counterweight
That's what I'm
on
saying.
Impulsive. If I'm not, and in his life, if I'm not there, a lot of that dick sucking goes down. A lot of that yes man type
The
shit
ironic
goes
part
down.
too is this fucking whole dress scandal shit happened on my podcast.
I know, right?
I felt fucking bad about all of it, whatever.
Right.
But that's exactly what you just said. It just doesn't make sense. If you're gonna fucking clout chase or dick ride anybody, it's gonna be fucking Logan Paul. Like,
If he's the one who could probably help you out the most. He certainly has helped you out the most so far, but it's not like, it doesn't make sense that you would hate on him to gain something in that moment. It felt like that was actually how you
and
felt,
we're
/ you were being humorous,
and
I think,
again,
to an
I know
extent.
this motherfucker on such a deep level. It's like we're talking about a fucking kid who is one of the only elements in Logan's life that contradicts things that he says, and
Because that's why he
challenges
brought
things
you
that he says.
around initially, right?
Exactly. That's the role he's always played. And two, we're talking about a kid who was just dating one of the fucking most clouded girls on the planet. Lana Rhoades is on she's a different animal when it comes to this engagement, this nerdy fucking influencer shit, metric shit. And you just broke up with her. And that's definitely not in the interest of somebody who's clout chasing or trying to get views and followers. Your Lana Rhoades videos will
I could
always
have done that,
will
bro. If I
always be
just
your biggest
laid down
videos.
to her,
Demands.
That's what
I'm
I could
saying.
have had 8 million views a week for the rest of my fucking life.
So if there's one point I can make, it's the clout chaser
don't-
shit with you. It's like, it's not a legitimate criticism. It's not. You've proven that that's not the case.
It's just people will always have something. No matter how you operate, I'm a polarizing character. I have opinions. I have beliefs. I'm loud. I'm boisterous. Someone could say obnoxious. People could say a lot of things. No matter what I say, good or bad, people are going to have something to fucking say. Some will like it, some won't. And lately I've been trying to get into the mind state of being appreciative of commentary and feedback and comments and engagement no matter what sentiment or direction it goes in. If I'm on an episode of Impaulsive and I go to the comments and every single comment is about me, Mike wouldn't shut up, fuck this kid. Then one comment, he's got good points, but fuck him anyways, and fuck that kid.
But that's how it was at first, right?
No. It goes through levels of that.
Okay.
But then the episode I'm off, they're like, Mike's not here. Good. Fuck that kid. And then and a couple comments down, we miss Mike, and it's all Mike. I've tried to get agnostic to whether it's good or bad commentary, just simply the fact that people are having an emotional reaction to me either being there or not being there. Because that's what this is all about. It's when people stop talking. It's when people stop saying, yo, like, wow, what he said was ridiculous, or wow, his take was ridiculous, or the way he carries himself. It's when people all of a sudden just stop writing, stop talking. That's when you got to fucking worry.
Listen.
In this space, at least, especially when it's a business that runs off of engagement.
Something to consider too. Listen, this is something that I've kind of recently come to the realization about with just comments and feedback on the internet in general. It's something that I've never really heard anybody discuss or talk about. When you come across a video with 1 million views on YouTube, typically how many comments does it have? Less than 10,000, right?
Yeah, usually.
10,000 in that ballpark. That is a small percentage of the overall people who viewed that video.
Yeah.
Most people don't
comment.
You have to be like really in it to be commenting, and you have to really be attached in like really hardcore internet.
10,000 comments, 1%. So you can kind of assume that the other 99% were pretty on board with it.
Well, and the like rate reflects that. But listen, it's not that you have to be pretty on board.
No, hold on.
I'm gonna give you a quick.
Hold on. My point in saying that to you is, at least for me, the feedback that I've heard, because people know that we're friends, like my family, my dad back home, his fucking favorite person on the internet of all time. I've never heard more about any other individual from my fucking father, the guy who gave me life, than this fucking guy. Loves him. Wears the clocked in merch. The book, has read the book. My fucking mom's read the book. They all fucking love you. My homies back home love you. I know for a fact my dad's not leaving comments on fucking YouTube. Most people aren't leaving comments. I don't really comment a ton of shit. I'll comment on like my friend's Instagram post. I'll occasionally respond to a tweet of a homie, but I'm not sitting all day on my fucking computer commenting.
Especially YouTube. When's the last time you left a YouTube comment? Have you ever left a YouTube comment?
Oh, all the time, but it's for like
your
engagement purposes for the most part. It's like I'm here to be seen.
You have two types of people in the comments. Genuinely great fucking people who leave comments like, love you guys, love the show. Great feedback. And you see people like that and that's a fucking nice person. That's a person who's just walking around, average person, just a fucking good person.
Yeah.
And then you have those hardcore opinionated fuckhead troll motherfuckers who just their mission is to for us to talk about.
But I think the commonality between all of the commenters on YouTube especially is age. I really, how many like even 24-year-old, even really strong internet people are that old and leaving? And here's the problem. For a guy like me who has a demo and plays into the demographic and audience that is your dad, your homies back in fucking New Hampshire. These kids are like, yo, this is the anti-influencer, the porn star dude, the cheeseburger fucking dude, the dude that was addicted to drugs and made it out the fucking crack house to where he is. The fucking 14-year-olds that are obsessed with social norms and what Trisha Paytas has to say about sexuality, they hate me. They fucking hate me, bro, because they're like, this dude does not respect men in dresses. This dude does not respect fucking this or respect that. When honestly, those aren't even my beliefs.
Right.
Those aren't even my fucking beliefs. I think men should feel comfortable doing whatever they want. I've said it a million times, the same way you feel. If you don't affect me or my livelihood or the livelihood of my family, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Be happy.
Do whatever you want. Be happy, and that's how I am. More power to you. But he's 100% right. Like, those aren't my people. And manager Jeff tells me that every day. He's like, these dudes that are or these men and women that are fucking with you, leaving comments on Twitter, this and that you almost get to a point where you feel like you have to respond to. Those aren't your people.
That's why I tell
those
you
aren't
not
my
to
fans.
even
Those
read
aren't your
that
fans.
shit.
He's like my brother back home in New York that fucks with. He's 32 years old. He's rocking your clothing. He doesn't give a shit what the internet has to say about you. Keep going, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Internet's weird because the loudest voices always get the most attention, but the loudest, shrillest voices are usually not representative of the majority.
At all. And they're not your fans. That's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest fucking. That's why I tell you, just don't fucking read that shit. Just don't read it.
He's done good at that. I still, year 3 in, they do get me on my toes sometimes, bro. Like I said, I'm not impervious to feeling like people are against me, yo. I have that feeling in me, bro. I've had that feeling in me my whole fucking life, bro.
What was
from an
the
emotional
metaphor I used
standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
It was just me and you in the kitchen, and I said, he's all stressed out because of what happened last night with the pros and cons thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mike, age, what do you think these people look like that are tweeting you this shit? If you were walking down the street and you walked past the playground and a bunch of 13-year-old kids hopped off the swing set and said, fuck you, you're an ugly piece of shit.
Right.
Like, what would your response be to that? Or like, fuck you did Lana dirty. Like, are you going to walk over, put a fucking knee in the sand and kids, listen, this is what's going on. Like, no, dude. Like, you're going to laugh and fucking text your homies like, yo, a bunch of fucking little kids just talk shit at me and threw water
from the
balloons
seesaw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's really, there's no faces to this shit. And like you said, it gets amplified. So it's hard to weave through that shit.
But it's kind of weird being like I don't want to say middle-aged, but we're all like kind of like a little bit older white guys.
30,
the world has been taken over by all these cute little TikTok guys. They
Fuck
dance.
those kids,
they're mixed race. They're trans. They got earrings. And I'm just over here just binary as fuck, just boring as hell, just being a guy eating meat, just like
drinking milk, bro. When I tell people I drink cow milk, they're like, "You fucking sick, twisted individual." I'm like, I got a glass of chocolate milk over here and a bacon, egg, and cheese. They're like, "You're sick.
You're crazy.
Do you even care about the
that
plight
East
of
Coast
these
shit.
animals?
Do you know what that cow had to go through to get this milk?
Produce that milk?
Yeah.
You know how bad it is for you?
We're a dying breed.
I'm gonna have diarrhea from this tomorrow, and I don't even care.
We're a dying breed.
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know.
Sick.
I mean, but I feel like there's like a big appetite for like a guy who seems like, he might be doing construction if he wasn't here.
Yes.
You know?
And honestly, that's
And he knows
one.
what Percocets taste like.
Yeah, exactly.
like.
The drip. They know what the drip feels like going down their throat. They're like, this kid used to be a fucked up guy. No, and honestly, like as much as we laugh about it, that makes up a lot of my fan base. That makes up a lot of my fan base. People that are down and out. People that are in fucking New Hampshire, fucked up, regular fucking people that are going through the trials and tribulations of life and are like, yo, this dude was at rock bottom for a decade of his fucking life.
You know what the best part about falling in that category, which I think all three of us do? One, you get to a fucking point like Nelk, for example. Like, Nelk's not getting fucking canceled, bro. They have a fucking wild fan base who will literally die for them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, fuck you guys, you're not touching this corner of the internet. This is our corner of the internet and we're keeping it safe. This is what the fuck we do. We fuck girls and we fucking party,
get fucked up,
and we have fun and we fuck with people and prank people and all that shit. When you don't walk on eggshells and you don't pretend to be this perfect individual on the internet, you don't leave yourself open for as much criticism as the person that does do that. Like, I actually just revisited that Charlie D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelio, like that dinner, that family dinner scandal. Do you remember
Dumbest
that?
shit I've ever seen in my life.
Dixie
dumbest shit
about like a snail, and Charlie was like, I really want to hit. This is a 16-year-old girl, and this is like the currency
I defended
of
them so
2021.
much, yeah.
Right.
She's a 16-year-old girl. She's like, I really want to hit 100 million followers a year after I hit a million followers. I really want to hit 100 million. Like it's a goal that this girl said. Maybe she didn't say it in the best way. Maybe it did seem a little bit fucking whatever. She's 16, and that's what the fuck. She lost 1 million followers for that. Dixie was getting canceled.
Trisha went at their throats. I met those
And
girls.
I'm not saying they don't act.
No, hold on. Let me
appropriately,
say this really
but,
quick.
like,
They're kids.
Right,
Okay,
exactly,
they're kids, bro. I was in Atlanta for Jake's fight. What was that? A few weeks ago.
Right.
Met Charlie for the first time and Dixie. Had my thoughts going into the conversation. What's this going to be like? Those girls were
so
both
nice.
so down to earth, so sweet, almost like they had never gotten famous. They were just regular girls. Went up to Olivia O'Brien. Charlie went up to Olivia O'Brien. I'm your biggest fan. I love your music. There was not one, and I can't say this for every TikToker or influencer I've met, but for those two, talking to them, they were so humble, so unaffected by their global stature and fame that honestly, like within 2 minutes, I was like, yo, these are great. These are just good people. They're young. They're making mistakes.
Yeah. And think about, like, people need to be more empathetic. Because could you imagine if you had, like, a 16-year-old daughter and she said some goofy ass shit like that, like about like 100 million followers or whatever? maybe you would sort of like gently tell her, like, you know, like publicly, if you say that, people might look at you a certain way, et cetera, et cetera. People are so eager to cancel her and paint her as a horrible person just because she's sort of like amazed by what she's accomplished on TikTok. Like, I get it. And I just wish people wouldn't like immediately take that as an opportunity to treat her like the biggest piece of shit on earth. Like, people are so eager to get everyone out of here. It's crazy.
That's why I'm happy to be in the place that we're in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we've discussed a lot of things even just on this show that if either of those girls were talking about.
Exactly.
That was not,
if Charli D'Amelio was sitting here right now, she might be legitimately canceled in a lot of people's eyes just for nodding.
Or associating with us in general.
100%.
But it's like those are the type of, and this is like the biggest note on all the cancel and all the drama shit. All of the micro factors, the considerations about social climate, the considerations about age and what the parental children factor might be like with those girls, and all of those context clues are always removed. The drama pages and the cancel culture remove all of the context clues and simply come up with one damaging headline to run an entire fucking story on. It even like, I don't even really want to get into the Dobrik shit, but there were so many like attempted side cancellations as a part of that were so unjustified.
That's where we're at, by
bro.
the way. Motherfuckers, I just watched this thing on Disguised Toast. He's like a really popular Twitch streamer in like that Stan universe with like Dream and fucking Corpse. Like, you know, that like crazy.
The new generation
like
of people.
That people don't even know about.
Twitch streamers that people have gay crushes on, basically.
Bro, bigger than anyone even fucking knows. That Dream shit.
Tweeting a smiley face and getting 500,000 likes on it. Like, that's
literally
fucking insane.
Crazy.
Like, but this fucking kid had like some minor fuck ups a long time ago. Nothing major at all. It got to the point where people were targeting like the people that he plays games with and stream, like going after your friends and holding your friends accountable for opinions you may have had before you even knew them years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just
it's
mind-blowing.
fucking insane.
No, it's
and, like,
mind-blowing.
attacking people, canceling people just on the basis of being friends with somebody.
And I think the biggest thing is that people are slowly learning that they need to stand up to it and that they can't just bow down and just apologize every time that somebody gets offended. You just can't do it. If you stand up to the bullies, eventually they're just going to shut the fuck up and move on to another tactic.
Bully, the word you just said too, that's the most ironic part.
They're
about
the bullies.
Dude,
let's just make that perfectly clear.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
No,
100%.
that's the most ironic part of the whole thing is this whole like PC thing was originally like people were standing up for people's rights and people's fucking just ability to be happy and like, hey, you're fucking telling this girl she's fat and ugly, you're a fucking piece of shit, stop bullying this girl. And like that's where it all came from, but now it's being weaponized and used to do the exact same thing that it was put in place to prevent in the first place.
And they do they do it to
insane.
the other side, the people that they think are their enemies, but then they do it to each other too. So that's where it's super obvious that they're the fucking toxic ones
disgusting.
in this environment.
Do you know how many of those young girls, Charli D'Amelio's, TikTokers, all those people probably wake up in fear every day of Trisha Paytas and Ethan H3 Klein? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine like knowing that these people are over their shoulders gunning, dude, like just waiting for them to fuck up, watching every step they take.
Right.
That's got to be a horrible feeling for some of these fucking kids, dude. It really is bullying from the people who have every reason to hate bullies. Because they're the people that were bullied. They're the people that were bullied. Like Trisha was bullied. H3, you're gonna try to tell me right now H3 was the cool kid at his high school? What do you think, Laura with weather? You think he was cleaning up out in there in fucking Ohio University? I don't think so, right? Like, these are the people that should be standing up and being like, yo, we're not gonna do that.
Right.
We're not gonna rally an army
they've tricked themselves
of people against others.
But it's because they've tricked themselves to believe that they're the do-gooders, they're the good guys, and they're the ones who like are protecting everybody else. It's fucking insane. It's insane.
I have a lot of love for Trisha. I really do think she's a good person. I don't know Ethan, but
you fucked her. You fucked her. She ate pizza off your dick.
I need to put something on the wall that acknowledges that I did that. Like just a picture, really would be.
I watched it. I'm not gonna lie. I had to see it with my own two eyes.
How was
I
it?
had to. I watched it for fucking 2 seconds.
It lasted about 2 seconds too. Yeah.
I just had to fucking.
I think that was my.
It's one of those things.
That was my girl's biggest day on OnlyFans.
Really?
I'm sure it was.
Does she clean up in the adult space?
Of course she does. She must.
So does Trisha.
No, not your girl. I was asking about Trisha.
I'm pretty sure Trisha's gigantic on there as well, yeah. Although she is in a relationship now. I wonder how that has changed shit.
She still fires shots at that Jason Nash guy all the time.
Really? I just
like, is that what I stand for the rest of my life? Like 2047, Lana's like, fuck Mike in his dumb wheelchair. He's 72
I like Jason
now.
Nash a lot.
Yeah, me too.
To be honest,
He never did anything wrong. I don't know the backstory. He's never
I'm not
done
talking
anything
about
wrong to
any of
me.
his opinions or anything like that. I'm talking about, I don't really watch a ton of their videos, but that group of people like seems to be very like, I don't fucking know. I'm actually not gonna touch that.
My guy's Jeff Wittick.
I like Jeff.
No,
from
so
watching those videos, I realized like, wow, I'm a big fan of this
Jeff.
dude. Yeah,
I just saw him again the other. I mean, I'd like to start doing more shit with him, bro. He's a cool dude, and now I feel like he's like shipless. He's like a pirate out in the middle of the ocean on a raft, like just going to refigure things out again for himself because his team got canceled, right, or whatever. But I think Jeff is hilarious. I think his dark humor is great. I think it's dry, and I think he puts himself in like this niche spot that a lot of other people can't do that kind of comedy. It's very dark.
I immediately felt like kindred spirits with him when I realized how much drugs he had sold in his life, and I was like, oh, okay, like
same.
I can't ever think anything bad about you because you sold a ton of drugs. So same team. Sorry.
I did his barbershop episode with me and Lana, and within like a minute of being there, he reached over to grab something he dropped on the floor, and he dropped a heroin needle on the floor in front of me, and he goes, "Wow, whoops, my bad," and like held it in front of me like that. And I thought that was, to me, that was
But this was for you.
He's still doing heroin?
No, he did. No.
Yeah,
He did it as a prank
right,
to me.
Oh,
like
that's
to
funny.
fuck with
He
me.
wanted
That's
to
what
see
I'm
if
saying.
you'd
And like,
slip up.
and everybody and started asking like really raunchy jokes about Lana, and like I was like, bro, this to me is hilarious.
It's
Like
funny,
that's my kind of humor.
Yeah. Right.
But then there were a lot of other people that were like, that was too far.
You know, that's one thing I've heard people say is that this is a very good thought experiment if you want to figure out who you are as a person. What's something that you believe that almost nobody else believes? And one of the things that stands out for me is that I think that offensive humor is good, and that if just because a joke offends somebody or just because content offends somebody doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. And I'm not using that to like justify hate speech or anything like that, but the way the society has moved to the point where you just can't joke around about anything that will offend anyone, to me is one of like the worst conclusions that society has come to.
Psychology 101, it's dark humor in general. Making light of something is a way that people deal with and discuss like hard topics.
Yep.
And it's just, that's what it is at the end of the day. And that's just how the human brain works, whether you want to admit it or not.
You joke about things to help you work through it and not just see it as
Pete
purely
Davidson
painful.
jokes all the time about how his dad
Mental
died
illness,
9/11.
9/11,
You don't think for a second that was one of, if not the worst, most traumatic experiences of
his
that
life.
kid's life.
Yeah.
As a kid, his dad died in 9/11. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's insane. And he jokes about it all the time.
It's probably healthier
his
for him
own
to joke
expense.
around about it than to just never mention it
Yes,
and live in
dude,
fear
yes.
And if
Yes.
somebody says something about 9/11, you're just like, oh,
Wincing
my
in
dad
pain,
died in that. How could you
Yeah,
possibly
dude.
joke around about
Or
that?
just every
Fuck
time,
that,
every
dude.
time he mentions it, it's fucking sad and he cries about it. Like,
Right.
rather than do that,
Which would be
he's
an
decided-
understandable
Yeah,
response, but
which is
I
how some
respect the
people-
fact that he was able to. He's a
Exactly.
comedian. It's like this is how he's going to process things.
Most
you know?
comedians, that's another. Most comedians are low key fucking depressed and like have all this emotional baggage and all this
Tears
shit
of
going
a
on with
clown,
them.
they call it.
It's
It's like
a real thing.
they're happy on the outside, they're making people laugh, but on the inside they're crying. I mean, look at Robin Williams, bro. He was a prime example. There's been so many
a real
comedians. A lot of listen, like a lot of my shit and a lot of the like. I always try to laugh and make other people laugh, but am I always fucking happy inside? No, I struggle all the fucking time, dude, with how I feel about
That's
a
why.
lot
That's
of
why I'll
things, bro.
always say I think Dave Chappelle is the greatest
Comedian.
comedian.
Is the word you're looking for.
He had a phase blank out. Phase blanks.
That's what fucking H3 calls me.
Shooting
Phase
blanks.
Yeah.
Phase blanks.
You ever shot a blank?
Yeah, when I first started jerking off, it was nothing. I would like, I guess I would come, but nothing would come out. And
I didn't start jerking off that early. By the time I came, it was like the Nile fucking river, bro.
Really? Yeah. So
I have this memory from like 7th grade or whatever of like just looking down and it just wouldn't stop coming out and just being like horrified. Like I'm just all of a sudden I'm in a swamp of cum. Okay,
Yeah, so
good, what you were saying.
I found like a little porn DVD in my dad's sock drawer, and you guys know that hemp lotion, like with the weed leaf on it.
Okay,
you know how
yeah.
anytime, still to this day, anytime I smell that lotion, it like brings me back to the first time I jerked off. I went into my room, I put my dad's DVD in the fucking DVD player on the big screen. I stood this close to it. There's a bunch of girls with bushes and shit. My dick got hard. I started touching it. I used some of that. I was cranking that lotion in, that hemp lotion, bro.
Wasn't it illegal at the time? Probably.
No.
It was like
black market.
Smacking my little prepubescent dick with it. And I fucking came, but nothing came out. And then I was like, whoa, that was tight. And for like, a couple months, I was jerking off and nothing was coming out. I was like, all right. And then one day, shit flew.
Do you remember how?
I was like, what
do you
the
remember
fuck?
how sensational your dick used to feel like when you were that young? Like with those first feelings, like you'd like rub it on a pillow, and all of a sudden you're like, ah!
Right. You ever fuck the couch cushions?
Of course,
like those kind of things? Like,
but for me, like at least he had a DVD, right, from his pops.
I can't believe I'm about to admit this right now. I cannot believe it.
We didn't even have DVDs when I was in high school.
I want to talk about that. I have to. I searched on the internet how to make a homemade pocket pussy when I was like 13.
Oh, wow.
And it gave me this whole instruction.
Two sponges.
No. It was cutting the top off like a water bottle, putting sponges into the water bottle, and then putting a latex glove into the water bottle and around the thing, and filling it up with like lotion and just fuck like a fleshlight.
So you invented the fleshlight, is
and
what you're saying.
I tucked it in between my mattress and my fucking bed frame and fucked the shit out of a Gatorade bottle.
Wow, that's fire.
With a latex.
You should
glove.
recreate that for like OnlyFans or something.
I would not be surprised if at least one person listening to this
I'll buy that
goes
NFT.
and does that.
That's incredible.
I
I didn't know that. It makes me like you even more. That's incredible.
I can't believe what we're talking about right now. That was like the era of my life where.
But
it was just,
did you ever fuck your girl's pocket pussy?
No.
Because I tried to fuck my
you
girl's
ever
pocket
fuck
pussy.
my
I
girl's
couldn't
pocket
even
pussy?
get my dick in it. I
No,
only
dude.
have my girl's edition, so I never got around to that.
Got it.
But yeah, I couldn't. I don't know. I think I was doing something wrong because it felt like there was like air and was like blocking me from actually getting it in there. I think I had to like. I thought you were supposed to keep the lid on the other side.
I don't know why.
I feel like if I took it off, I would have been able to maybe get it in there more. I felt like I was pushing against air.
I just enjoy like the real thing. I don't like.
Pocket pussies are a fucking.
I've never been a guy to like jerk off with a mechanism. I've always just been like hand tissue.
No, I was pretty
done.
over. I was over the Gatorade bottle thing after like the first go.
We had no DVDs, and my thing when I was 13, whatever it was, 13 years old, was do you remember the Spice Channel?
Oh yeah,
Bro.
Like,
okay, you remember that shit?
I do remember that.
Laura with Weather, you remember Spice Channel?
I don't think they have that in France.
So there was actually two of them. There was channel 115, then there was channel 116, and they were in a row. And on any given night, it would come in a little bit better between the blue lines, right? And I was in the bedroom below my mom. My parents were divorced when I was that age, right? So it was just her upstairs, and I would turn on Spice Channel. I would hope to God that was the night where I might see like a titty or a little vagina, right, or something.
But you could hear it. The audio was fine.
So sometimes audio come in, but what would happen was, when I would watch that channel, it would create this high-pitched frequency because I wasn't. It would be like this, okay, from the television.
Can you do that again?
So,
Somebody sample that. That's beat wins.
So what would happen was I would watch these blue Smurf-like people getting fucked in between the lines.
Right.
But like right as I was like a minute and a half into it every time, I would hear. And it was my mom waking up because I think her brain was programmed to the megahertz of the and she would know. And so she would get up, go to the bathroom, and I always felt like, damn, like, you know how now when you jerk off, you know that your dead relatives are watching you guys?
Are they?
I think
Yes,
about that.
100%. You
God
don't know
damn
that?
it.
So
Uncle
when
Pete, what the fuck?
He's watching you. But at the time, I was like,
Josh.
my mom knows that her delinquent son is whacking his meat downstairs, and that stressed me out. So I've dealt with a lot of like anxiety around sex since an early age because I just always knew that my mom was like, dude, he's just downstairs whacking it to blurred television.
You think that's
lines.
what Ghost's prerogative is though? Like just creeping in on people just jerking off?
No,
I'd probably do it.
bro. But it's not like they're around for other shit. They're like not like they don't want to watch you eat dinner. My grandma Mima, my grandma Teresa from my dad's side, she don't give a fuck when I'm put out a new night shift video. She only comes around when I'm on Pornhub looking for the next video to watch, bro. And then she just stands in the corner, just fucking drills her eyes at my dick.
Who knew
bro.
that ghosts were so enamored with masturbation?
They want you to know you're disgusting.
They're just horny.
You guys ever notice like the littlest sounds when you're jerking off too? Like, and you're like, oh, fuck.
What was that?
Did someone just walk in? You hear the littlest, like every guy that's watching this right now knows exactly what I'm talking about.
What was that?
That's the ghost, bro. That's Mima.
Yeah, she's coming down.
Knocking shit off the desk, like, stop.
But, okay, you know where I'm
disgusting.
at? My whole childhood, like in high school and shit, I'm jerking off and I'm worried that my parents are gonna walk in.
Yeah.
Then I move out. All of a sudden, I got my own spot. I'm jerking off free
my
as
God.
a bird.
Yeah.
Now I got
Walking
a baby.
around, jerking off.
I got a baby,
That's
and I got a
psycho.
girl who's like, constantly dealing with the baby. Now I'm kind of back where I used to be, where it's like, I'm gonna just hit one real quick in the shower because it's just not gonna happen otherwise, or like bang one out in the bathroom real quick while you're taking a shit. Boom. Just like now I gotta like fit this shit
While
real.
you're taking a shit.
Just real into my schedule real quick because I just don't have the jerking off freedom that I once had. So that's cool.
Also, like, how do you feel this way too? Sometimes, like, porn stars and like being fully like ingrained into that community for the past couple years has kind of ruined my experience. Because like when you were younger or when you were growing up, or even like 5 years ago for me, you would like look at these girls as like fucking legendary. You're
They
like
were untouchable. You could never get to that
never
level.
see one.
Yes.
Wow. And now I look at the top 10 and I'm like,
Right.
do you know what I'm saying? I'm
There's
like,
some hot ass girls, but you don't see them like superheroes anymore,
they're just girls that you've hooked up with now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, wait, now what?
And the same rule that like seeing a girl for the first time on Instagram and then seeing her in real life, the same rule applies. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I said I would never big her up after how bad she's buried me over the past 2 months.
Lana's pretty.
Lana holds up even more in real life than she does
Lana's
on the
pretty.
internet.
Lana's
She's like an
pretty.
actually beautiful looking girl. And I just want to say right now, I wish nothing but the best for her. I hope-
But which made it even harder when you
Go ahead,
faced
Adam.
the tough realization that y'all are just, it was never gonna work and you were not a good fit.
Which is fine, by the way.
It's
That's how
completely
most
fine, dude.
relationships-
Listen, man.
I
Yeah.
hate reading the shit that's like, oh my God, Mike is such an idiot for fucking it up. It's like, bro, she's super hot and I'm sure that there's a guy out there that she would get along amazingly with.
1,000%.
I
That's why
don't
they're
think
such
it's
good
you.
friends.
I'm gonna
That's
be
why
real.
they're
I just don't really think it's
Listen,
you.
let me explain this quickly. We had 2 to 3 months of good honeymoon level relationship where we were like, this is fun, like this is great, this is happening. And then 1 year of some of the most toxic sludge of relationship ever, where in between breakup, are we broken up, are we together, should he be fucking, should I be fucking, horrible, just terrible, right? Toxicity. The whole time, both of us trying to like figure it out, make it work, because I care about her, I want to see her succeed, and she looked at me as like this lifelong partner. But at the end of the day, it just didn't work out.
Right.
We didn't mesh properly. The way I always explained it to her was, and especially now in the end, I've explained to her was like, you're a round hole, I'm a square peg. We just don't mesh right now. And maybe in the future things change and I become weathered and my square peg becomes rounded and we could try it again, right? But the worst thing that ever happened was here at the end now, I said we could try to be friends.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do that right now.
Bro, not right off the rip.
No,
and what
no,
happened
yeah.
was the lines blurred completely. She was trying to find love with other dudes and telling me the details of those escapades.
You don't need to hear that. Yeah.
Which did not feel good for me. She was finding out that I was hooking up with girls, and it was a very messy situation. And so that led to this pros and cons list.
Who sent her the list?
David, my videographer.
Okay.
So here's the deal. Long story short, the way I feel about life and relationships.
You didn't send her that list?
No,
He's blocked.
So let me explain this really quick on the blocking thing. She's been, I've had her blocked for months now on social media, Twitter, Instagram, whatever.
Okay.
And then on the phone, we've continued to talk. We've been friends now for a while and still hooking up. But like she got surgery 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and you took care of her.
I took care of her the whole time. I was at the house feeding the dogs,
Not plastic
cleaning up
surgery?
dog.
Like real surgery?
Plastic
Oh,
surgery.
okay.
I was cleaning the dog shit off the patio, hosing it down, feeding the dogs, taking her to the doctor's appointments, buying her fruit at the store, taking care of her because she's my fucking homie. And I respect her and I don't care what happens
She's at
between
home
us.
like, I don't want to be your homie.
No, she doesn't. Now she hates me. And so what happened was a bunch of more dramatics happened. It led to her blocking me. And all I wanted to do was, okay, so the way I am as a person, if I get fired from a job or someone says, y'all don't fuck with you anymore, I want to know every single reason why. I want to know what I did right and what I did wrong so that next time I'm in that situation, I could do a better fucking job. I made the mistake in the assumption that she was the same kind of person as me. That was my mistake. I shouldn't have fucking sent it. She didn't need it, deserve it. It was unwarranted and it was stupid for me to send it. And so that's where we're at. And now, you know, she's pissed off, but like I was saying before, I care about that girl deeply. I think she is an incredible girl, a beautiful girl, and quite literally the only thing I want is to see her succeed, find love, find the things that she wants in life to be good. I have no animosity towards her, and I literally hope the best for her.
Let me give you a hip hop metaphor here. She's Offset, and you're Cardi B. Like, when they got together, Offset is the fucking guy from the Migos. He's huge. Cardi B is like on Love and Hip Hop. She's doing her thing on social media, but she's like down here compared to him.
Yep.
And then over time, she becomes the biggest fucking rapper in the world. And Offset is still Offset, but she's the biggest fucking rapper in the world. And that kind of fucks up the dynamic. And when I look at you guys, I think like early on in the relationship, you were not as big and you had less going on from a business perspective, but you were super motivated. And I think she thought that was great. But I think maybe over time she started to realize this ambition's not going anywhere. This is a guy who's going to be fighting to be what he can be for as long as he can. And that does not really involve a lot of sitting on the couch watching Netflix, which I feel like she's more that kind of person.
She's done. Bro, she's made her money.
Right.
She's out of that industry. She's working on her podcast. And more than anything, she wants someone that can fulfill her in a romantic way and really be there for her and put all of their eggs into that basket and really be there to support and love her. And you know, in a lot of ways, we just simply put, like, without getting once again too far into it, we just didn't mesh. We just did not mesh for a long time.
What he just said too goes back to the comment section of any fucking social media. Who's commenting? It's kids who don't have relationship experience, like you just said. And this is why we're such good friends. I can relate to you on so many different things, so many issues. We share a lot of the same opinions. When Alyssa and I broke up, you're a fucking idiot for fucking that up. I can't believe you'd break up with this girl. I can't believe you fucking would do this and that and this and that. And it's like, people just don't, these fucking people who are commenting this, a lot of them are young, a lot of them have zero relationship experience and don't understand that we're actually fucking real people. And you guys were essentially living together, right?
Yeah.
Me and my chick living together, like, at the end of the day, like, we're in a real fucking relationship. And it's not all about views and
There's
clicks.
so many factors that people don't understand.
She's hot. That shit carries you through the first few months, and then they're just a normal person in your life, like your fucking brother, sister, their family. They're just like a friend. You stop looking at them as like this fucking unattainable.
But when you're 17 or 18 and you're in a relationship, you have no perspective on what else is out there. And then as you get older, it's much easier to sort of swallow the bitter pill and say, like, all right, you know what? We had an amazing 6 months. We had whatever. But realistically, this doesn't seem like it's going to work out. And the great part is that there's 5 million other women on Earth, and maybe one of them would want to be with me.
And as you get older, your priorities shift, and you start to realize that, like, I would maybe trade a couple points on what a girl looks like
for this or whatever.
Just having a fucking healthy relationship and being happy and laughing every day, and that's, you know what I mean?
I just also just suck at that exit. I suck, and you can relate to this as well. Like, it's so hard for me to, like,
dicey and tricky with the fucking social media
and
shit.
the friendship phase where you're like, well, maybe we could be homies and still fuck.
Because
but,
you did build a relationship together. It sucks to be like, okay, we just fucking spent every day for the last couple years together, never talking to you again.
Sad.
It's
sad.
super sad.
At what point in all this did you lie and say you jerked off into a condom? That's one of my favorite lies ever, for the record. Like, that is the best lie ever. I jerked off into a condom, something that no one would ever do.
I did that when I was a little kid.
Yeah, we all just talked about it, and we all said that we all did it like one time in our life.
Bro, so one thing. Okay, so one thing in the relationship was it was always built on telling the truth, and even when I fucked up. And even when she fucked up, we always told each other the truth,
which is amazing.
And that was the one thing we had, that, like, loyalty and that truthhood. When I fucked, I've had some mistakes, and I've said, yo, I fucked up, I did something I shouldn't have done, whatever. Right?
Shout out Ava.
Right. Oh my God. No, that was
continue on.
But that was the first time where I found myself lying, and that felt so outside of me. it lasted 30 seconds before I was like, okay, here's the real deal.
Okay.
But even that feeling
What was
of
the lie? What did you say?
He jerked off in a condom.
that was one of like 50 excuses. That was David's condom. That was a condom from a girl from 3 nights ago, whatever. But like just the idea that I was starting to feel that kind of way of like trying to get out of fights and like do these things to try to adjust so that we didn't go back down that road was just another sign to me that like it had run its course, you know? And so,
and listen,
yeah, it just really sucks, man.
Again, from a perspective of someone who's spent like time with these people off camera, you guys really are both great people. Like, you really are a great fucking dude. Don't give a fuck what people think about you on the internet. And despite like what she's done, people have their hardcore fucked up opinions about her. And she really is a sweet girl. And
She's incredible.
She's loyal, and she's fucking. She really did love you, and she's a fucking. You know what I mean? You guys just didn't work, and that's completely normal. There doesn't have to be a villain in the story. You know what I'm saying?
But there always unfortunately there always will be, because of high profile relationships. And I'll be honest with you, in today's climate, it's always going to be the dude. And that's why like I wasn't gonna we're having an open conversation about it, but I wasn't gonna put out like a tweet or like a response like that, because I can't win. Like, this isn't something I can win.
And this is
nor should I even try to. It's like, I'm just gonna keep on trucking. The only thing I can say once again is that I just want her to win. I'm gonna always be there rooting, being like, yo, I hope she fucking has the best podcast. I hope whoever she's with next loves the shit out of her, because she fucking deserves it, and is loyal and is loving and is caring, and she deserves all of that.
And
stuff.
you're not just saying that.
I thoroughly fucking believe that. I say that all the fucking time. She's an incredible person. I honestly just want,
because if she really like moves on and ends up in a happy relationship, and if you do the same, then you guys being cool, being friends is a realistic. At this moment, like, you guys just kicking it or whatever, it's just not gonna work, because you guys, the feelings are too raw, you know?
It's true.
How do you feel about her like taking to social media with it, posting that pros and cons list and stuff?
It just hurts, man. It hurts, bro. It's upsetting. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of like, should I have done this, or should I have sent that list, or like those little micro things? People do things when their heart's involved. People do things when their heart's involved. Maybe that day I was feeling like, yo, maybe we could reconcile. Maybe if she knew how I feel about the relationship, those weren't meant to be disses. Right. Those were meant for me to say, yo, this is why I fuck with you, and these are the things that I wish we could work on. You know what I'm saying?
Breaking up hurts so bad that of course you're gonna like get right up close to it and just be like, fuck it, I give up. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna tough it out again. But then, you know, you do the next couple of weeks together, and then something else happens, and it's like you slowly become callous to it, to the point where you can actually make it into it.
You are in the heat of it right now, in the middle of it, and that's why I give you the advice that I give you. It's always, despite any fucking drama, obviously when you're with somebody for so long, you find out intimate details about them that they don't necessarily want the fucking world to know about. You have conversations with them that you trust that they're not going to share with everybody, and you're not going to share. It's just that mutual trust. That hurt. And I can relate to why that would hurt. But that's why I've told you, like, listen, no matter what happened with Alyssa and all that stuff, I fucking made up my mind in my head that I was not gonna address things on like such an intimate and detailed level online ever, because fuck that. We were together, we were a real relationship, we really loved each other, and we'll always have love for each other forever. Like, you guys have a fucking bond with each other.
I don't feel, I don't even know anymore, because I would never do that to her. Like, I would never do that to her and say anything that was, I know, yeah, you're right. Bro. And listen, I have like, especially over the past couple weeks, I have started to move on with my life, and I've started to, you know, do videos with girls and like make other content, because that's the realm that I exist in. That's my business.
Emily Willis back in the thumbnail.
But it was, I mean, and honestly, and that was.
Did you see that video?
Yeah.
Did you think stuck in the dryer? That's
that was
genius.
Funny. Yeah.
Genius.
But I mean, bro, but like that was the content I was making prior to Lana. You know what I'm saying? That was the stuff that I was making. So like now I'm back to doing that kind of content, and clearly like that didn't sit well. You know what I'm saying?
Hurt.
And I understand that, but I just wish, like, I don't know. So sometimes I sit here and just think like, yo, could I have done it differently, or like, you know.
It's pointless. Just the way that you feel right now is the best way to feel. Wish her the best. Be there for her. I mean, you're still fucking there for her, bro.
Anything like she ever needed. But now, even after this, like if she hit me up and was like, yo, like that didn't go down the way it should have, like I fucked up, I shouldn't have like tried to expose you or do that kind of stuff, I would still be like, yo, I got you. Like, if you need a ride to the doctor, if you need to call me because you're hurting or you're upset or you're sad or some dude fucked you over, I'm always going to be there for you. I don't give a fuck what you do. And you're the same fucking way. I know you are. And like, if Alyssa hit you up and was like, yo, I need you right now. I'm in a really bad spot. But this is the first time where I've ever felt like, damn, like, I don't know if that's reciprocal. And that hurts because she's always been there for me. She's always been there for me when I was down and out, to like, even when we weren't talking, if I was like, yo, I got into some shit with Logan, I need to come see you, like to crash, I need a friend, whatever, she's always been there. And this was the first time where I felt like that dagger really fucking hurt me.
Your headphones are on the wrong way. It's bothering me. Please switch them around.
I always have the cord to the right side. On Impaulsive, I do. So I mean, it's really a thing. It's an OCD thing for me, and I think like now I need to move into this place in life where I do things for other people.
The comments will probably let you know as well.
I love you, man.
I know, I do. I need to start thinking about all of the other factors. Okay, you're a good friend. You got my back.
This
bro,
is an important question.
This
is an important question, and I think it might be instructional for her as well. What's your nightmare scenario in terms of her moving on? Is it like Lil Baby? Is it a TikTok guy?
No, because if I say this, if she really was like malicious person,
so say the opposite of what you really think.
No, I don't even want to touch.
If you're anything like me, if you're anything like me, it's a friend. You don't have to
but I'd rather.
You're gonna find out who the snakes are, Mike.
Yeah, facts. But
you always do in times like this.
I mean, technically, we already. No, he wasn't. He actually.
Oh man!
But if I broke up with my girl and a rapper fucked her, I'm not even gonna be able to be mad at the rapper because there's so many rappers that don't like me that it's like, oh, okay, well that was fair enough. Like I knew you were gonna do that.
No, but I'd rather look at it the other way and be like, yo, like what's your dream scenario? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the vibe I'm on with her because like, yo, honestly, like that is like quite literally, she is like a fit. She's the only girl I've dated in a decade.
Yeah.
Think about what I'm saying right now. I've had a ton of girls that I've hooked up with, but I've never spent that kind of intimate relationship with someone where we had a shared love for each other. So my dream scenario is that she finds someone that cares about her the way she needs to be cared for, bro, and finds a love that is meaningful and produces, whether it's a kid or a house or a happy home, and also gives her that boost of like self-esteem and worth that she needs. I
could see her as an NBA wife.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay,
I hope that is, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I hope that is the case, you know, and I'm just rooting for her, bro. That's it.
You're a good guy, Mike. You're a good dude.
Shout out Lana.
And you'll get through all this bullshit. You're in a heavy transition in life.
It's been a lot. Yeah.
And buddy, listen, we got some fucking
so much shit in this scope,
bro.
See, everybody thinks that it's all clout with Mike, but now I'm feeling that Mike actually had some feelings in this whole thing.
100%.
Of course I did. Of course. You can't, I mean, by default, you can't spend that much time with one person. It wasn't all filmed. It wasn't all shot. It wasn't all put on fucking stories, dude. There was a lot of real
0.001%
of it. There was a lot of real life shit, bro. A lot of people have been, two people who have been through a tremendous amount of trauma in their lives that found solace in each other and found hope in each other for a normal life after all that pain.
We fell in love in a hopeless place. You know, when the club's closed and they start playing that, and you're just off Molly like,
why do they always play that song? That's the song. That's the song that always comes on when you're seeing the girl you've been talking to all night for the first time with the lights on, and you're like, "Where's the fucking exit? Why? Yo, do you know honestly, straight up, bro? Like, don't turn the lights on at your club. Let the motherfuckers out first. Why did they turn the lights on? To let people know to stop drinking? What, the giant 8-foot-tall security guard couldn't handle that with the lights off?
That's when you know they really want you out of there. Yeah,
it's the worst, and you're like, because you're out there and you're like, damn, I got the baddest bitch. I got the baddest bitch in this place. Then the lights come on, and you're like, fuck.
Damn it.
I would have just rather watched Channel 116, bro, and fucked my couch Gatorade bottle, bro, by myself with my grandma watching.
I gotta pee. I'm gonna let you guys talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
For sure.
I don't know where this is gonna go. But okay.
This dude fucking sucks. Low key.
Can't wait for this to be over.
It's probably the worst thing I've ever done.
Worst podcast we've ever done.
Over to Lore with weather. Lore, come on the show for a minute. No, you won't do it. Could you come on for 1 minute? You won't do it.
You got deep, brother.
I know.
You let it's important to do that. It's therapeutic. It's good. It does show people too that you're not a fucking robot who cares about clout.
I mean, by the way, also, like, but also on that note, like, of course I do. Of course I care about clout.
Is it no. Wait, hold on. Is it fucked up that I think it's hilarious when people call you a clout?
It's the dumbest shit ever. But also at the same time, let me ask y'all in the room a question. if you had a business, like mine's YouTube, right? If you had a business like selling cheeseburgers, right? And you had to put up billboards. If somebody was like, yo, would you rather put up billboards with just you eating the cheeseburger, or would you rather add some other A-list celebrities to that sign?
House phone, nice to meet you, bro.
What would you do? Would you try to market your Would you try to market your product?
Aiden wears a 10.
The best you possibly could?
He wears a 13 too.
You wear 13 too? Fuck.
Yeah, we both wear 13.
Wow. You only brought one pair?
These are fucking
These
sick,
are crazy.
High Roller 777.
Yo, shout out to the High Roller 777. Yo,
swipe up.
Don't
go buy these.
Don't crap out if you're looking for the. Don't crap out. Hold on, I'm gonna wait for this vlog. Don't crap out if you're looking for the High Roller 777 shoes. You can find them online over at.
Lil House Phone on Instagram.
Yeah, Lil House Phone on Instagram. He's got the dopest shoes, as you guys can tell. You got the North Carolina blue and the buttery toast piss yellow with the dice. These shits are gonna be seen in every club in the country.
These shits are really hot though. Like they're actually like reselling like crazy. And honestly, it's a weird feeling because I've kind of seen him like selling cocaine and like basically like not having a lot of money my whole life, and then all of a sudden he's just hitting licks off of making these shoes. I'm proud,
Hey, House Phone. The insole, I see you. That's fucking.
Oh my god, dude! He's got the fucking craps table and the insole.
Those are the things.
And for the record, I'm the gambler here, and I have not managed to get my hands on these yet. So maybe one day.
You're telling us.
Yeah.
Like this.
Y'all gambling?
Yeah, a little bit. We're dabbling.
We gotta get you guys on the poker tables.
What's that casino called again? Commerce Park.
I'm gonna leave one up here.
What's that
Commerce on the bicycle.
Bro, what's that hood ass fucking casino called?
Yes.
Hollywood Park.
People die around there for sure.
I go in there, like, and they're like, yo, like, with $300. And I fear for my life. Bro, it's the only, dog, when you go to most casinos, you can't put your phone near the table. You dare put a fucking drink near the table. At the win, they're going to kick your ass out. They might ban you from Encore.
Right.
For life.
For life. They might 86 you from win forever.
I'm banned forever.
For what?
For all that TMZ.
Sorry, I just had to throw
when I destroyed the room.
Oh, right, okay.
When all that happened?
That was tight. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That was tight. But the casino will say, yo, no drinks on the table, no phones near the table. You can go into Hollywood Park Casino right now and stick a steaming hot bowl of ramen on the fucking craps table, bro, and just twisting that shit, eating it. There's some literal crackhead next to you with no shirt on. Like, my man's, if this hits 7, I need $5 so I can go get another rock. And like, that's the kind of activity that goes on at the Hollywood Park Casino, and that's the kind of activity I like to see. And that's why I hang out at the Hollywood Park Casino. Shout out to the Hollywood Park Casino at HollywoodParkCasino.com. If you bring $20, use code Mike, and they'll give you a free bet.
Of any size.
Of any size. $20 and you get any amount of money back for free. And a free bowl of ramen.
Oh my God.
And a free Gatorade fuck toy.
We got him. Fuck. This has been a good conversation. I'm trying to think of what else. Realistically, we should probably go for like another half hour here.
I'll pee, but then boxing. It's the one thing we haven't touched on.
That's one thing.
Take a piss too. I chugged both these fucking.
We'll just take an actual break so you guys can go urinate. Yeah. Okay. This is one of the most interesting things to emerge in all this. Jake Paul turning himself into a cartoon supervillain. Didn't see that coming, but he's doing a fucking fabulous job with it.
He kind of circled, but it came full circle because that's kind of what his original shtick was jumping on the news vans and starting shit with everybody.
But that was like some Bart Simpson, I'm an annoying teenager shit. And now he's like Floyd or Connor. Like, I'm just like going to challenge everyone, do the biggest dickhead shit possible, and y'all are just going to consume it.
I was just talking about it last night. We were having him on the podcast for a while, and he was in this weird like transitional space where he didn't. I remember him saying it like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He had this breakdown on the show, and I thought to myself, I was like, yo, this is the moment where he's going to either like make this change like Logan did into this like more cultured, like well thought out, like kind of individual, or something's gonna happen. Like, this is gonna be the moment of growth for him. But it's gonna change him for the positive, like away from supervillain Jake, right? But then all of a sudden we got the boxing shit came along, and it was like rocket fuel, and it turned him from a villain that wasn't a villain for like the right purpose, that people were just like, yo, this villain doesn't exist for any reason, to a villain that has a purpose. And now he's just on a mission, and you literally can't not respect the waves he's making. You could say whatever you want about him. You could say you agree with his stances. You could say you disagree with his style or what he's saying, or he's taking shots at Floyd Mayweather, one of the best fucking fighters to ever do it. Gotcha hat. But you can't even for a second try to discount what he's doing from a wave making standpoint.
Gotcha hat was so ingenious that it strikes me as not even like a Floyd thing. That was like a 6ix9ine thing. That's something 6ix9ine in his prime would have done. He would have snatched somebody's hat.
Let's hope he doesn't take it that far, because now this motherfucker's in a dangerous place. Like 6ix9ine is.
But I just wonder if you're Jake Paul and like you're creating all this villain energy and everybody's paying attention and stuff. It's like, will he ever sort of like pull back and try to present himself as more of like a regular, real person? Like, or does all this kind of exclude him ever being able to have the kind of relationship with their audience that I would say like you have, where they empathize with you and look at you as like a regular person? With him, it's almost like, does this kind of put you in a box where you're just the devil at a certain point?
Like a character.
It's either this is all really who he is,
but it's not, and that's been part of it.
Or it's not, and if it's not, then. Listen, one thing about Jake, I've always given him credit for this, even in our the times when we've beefed. This kid knows the internet, bro.
Yeah.
He's got his fucking finger on the pulse. He's got his thumb up the internet's ass. He fully understands what makes people click on things. And I think if he wanted to switch it up and transition and kind of live more of a peaceful, like engaging, like intimate thing with his fans, I think he could do that.
If you watch the pre-fight interview when he was on Impaulsive, like right before Askren, he had this very calm and structured demeanor and approach to everything he said. And I remember saying to him, I was like, bro, I've never seen this side of you before. I've never seen you so well-spoken. That was the exact words I used. I said, you were so well-spoken on the show. And in the dichotomy and contrast between that show and the show that immediately followed the fight, which was this hungover, drunken escapade, bashing Pete Davidson, bashing Cormier and all these people, was the definitive dichotomy that is Jake Paul. It's like, you have that guy, he does exist, that well-spoken, almost Logan-like person, and that I think is closer to who he actually is, but he just knows how to sell. He's a marketer, and he's crushing it in that space. As someone who like me, who is fully number one prioritized and obsessed with career, that shit's working very well for him right now. So why would he stop doing it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think a lot of it has to do with, at first, when I saw how he kind of reacted to the win, you like to see people win gracefully and like humbly, right? Typically. But Jake has found himself in an interesting position where he kind of is the villain of the internet. He has a lot of people who really dislike him and voice that and are super strong, have that opinion and are super strong about it. And when you have that much energy aimed at you for such a long time, and you kind of prove to the world, it's like, and somebody in his position, I'm not surprised that he threw his fucking middle fingers up and said, "Fuck you guys."
The craziest thing about it is that Logan did the exact opposite, and Logan had that energy. Logan was being treated like Satan by the industry, by the media, by everyone on Twitter, etc.
Well, I think it's a little different.
And he fucking said, "Okay," and he started doing things that were positive.
But I think what's noticed.
When you're faced with adversity, there's really no other option than to humble yourself and to kind of restructure what the fuck's going on, like. Full reset, like how the fuck did I get to this point, which was kind of what Logan had to do in that situation. Logan was coming off a huge L, and Jake is coming off a huge W. You know what I'm saying?
But also Jake has had those adversities, but I personally believe that is because, listen, as you know, me and Jake have historically not been seen eye to eye on a lot of stuff, and we've had our little shortcomings. Behind the scenes, we're always fine for the most part, but he's had those same kind of adversities that Logan has. He's had major problems on the internet. But I think that as a creator and as a business person, Jake is actually much closer to the way we operate, which is
don't give a fuck.
He doesn't really give a fuck, right? And so like I think Logan has aspirations of being The Rock. Logan has aspirations of being the next, globally known entertainer and superstar. And I think Jake doesn't really care as much about that stuff and would rather follow in the footsteps of somebody like a Conor McGregor or a villain of some sort, and run that. And both of them are both great approaches.
They're so lucky to have each other at the end of the day, because almost anytime you bring up Logan or a story about Logan or what he's up to, Jake follows, and vice versa. And they're both massive, you know what I'm saying? They're so lucky to have that.
Yeah, it's great. And now they're spending, I think, honestly, like my absence has allowed Jake to rejoin, and I think they've been spending more time together, which you love to see. I mean, you really love to see that, to see brothers spending time together. And so it's like...
The thing I like is that Jake, at least like his ridiculous level of confidence in this whole character that he's sort of putting on, at least it's fundamentally sort of based in him apparently being very, very good at this boxing thing and taking it so seriously, which is like... For him to be like a guy who had his whole come up and he became a millionaire by making these goofy ass vlogs and doing these corny little brand deals and stuff. Like, think about the way you thought about his content a couple years ago. Yeah. And now, I mean, there's something very real about actually being able to beat the fuck out of people. Somebody, And that's what I find impressive, is that he basically just did this pivot at some point and said, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm going to be excellent at this one thing. Now, we don't really know how good he is, I guess, because we've only really seen him mop the floor with people, but we could assume that...
Well, he's pretty fucking good.
He's definitely really good. He's definitely really good, functional, structured, has the training and has been putting a ton of work into it. And I think what I'll be interested to see is just like anybody else who deals with ego and that rise to the top of a certain space, as he continues to win, that invincibility and that approach, we've seen a lot of people get fucking smoked by that type of thinking. And so I hope that he's able to stay within the reins of what is like
real life, like keeping 2 feet on the ground.
Kind of, because he's pushing the line, but he's still even this shit with Floyd, with taking Floyd's hat.
Right.
Floyd and TMT, those motherfuckers don't play around.
A lot of bad things could have happened there, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he could have took a blow from a weapon. He could have took a fucking, he could have got actually hurt. And so, you just hope that he's able to keep it within some semblance of safeguards and not go too far outside of that. But, I mean, dude, you can't say that it's not fun to watch.
Yeah, and I think he could weather an L. I think if he got beat by Ben Askren, it's like it wouldn't really be that tough to convince everybody, I got knocked out by a fucking UFC fighter. Big deal. I'm gonna fight somebody else now. I feel like he could easily do that. I mean, what he's doing is not rooted in truth. It's rooted in him believing in himself so much that he's willing to challenge anyone, and it's fucking awesome to watch. And I think that even if he loses one, it's not really going to matter that much.
I guess that Tommy Fury dude and Tyson, that's his brother, right? Tyson Fury, the boxer. They were saying they were about to pull up on him in Miami and shit. It's I don't know. It's not the type
when you start to kind of creep into that 6'9" fucking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, he was taking shots at Ireland and putting the Irish flag on the ground, and it was that was the kind of stuff where I'm just where's the line? That's what I'm saying. Where does that line exist? Where you're just calling out the Diaz brothers in fucking
Compton.
No, not Compton. In Stockton.
Wait. Here's what I want to know. If Austin Mcbroom wins this shit, can we see Austin Mcbroom versus Jake Paul?
Absolutely not.
No?
No shot.
There's no chance?
Nah, maybe if the money was 100% right, but Jake has elevated it. Just like Logan is fighting Mayweather, Jake's going up that same ladder.
He's definitely a lot closer.
Yeah, but Jake's just going up that ladder to a point where I think he almost has to fight within the restraints of certain credibility.
Right.
And so it's if he goes from Askren, who was a fighter, back down to Mcbroom, that's not what the people want to see. They want to continue to see him.
But if Mcbroom takes the same kind of route and climbs it and starts beating people.
Or Bryce. Or Bryce Hall. It would be amazing to see them fight as well.
There's no telling what's going to happen. A year from now, maybe, who knows, maybe Austin or Bryce are the fucking truth too, and they work really hard, just as hard as Jake, and they climb that ladder, and then it's it becomes this thing where there's a huge draw from both, and they're both winning.
There's always going to be a fight to make for Jake.
That's how fights happen.
Because there's always going to be a fight for Jake, because he could pull from tons of shit. He could fight more of a lower level boxer. He could fight a UFC guy who's retired. He could fight a YouTuber, a TikToker, etc. Who do you think?
It all makes sense.
Do you have a prediction on Austin versus Bryce?
Honestly, I think that's the biggest question mark.
Yeah, because we don't know that much about either of them as fighters.
I have the biggest question. I think it's the biggest question mark. Honestly, everybody I've talked to that's trained with them and stuff, they're both completely have really almost no experience outside of what they've been working at recently.
I haven't seen this. The only thing that I've seen out of all of it, and by the way, like I've taken some shots at this event, and now
we're not talking about the event. We're just talking about strictly.
No, I know,
fight.
but it affects how much energy I've put into watching the people train for it because whatever. But like the only thing I've really seen coming out of it is Taylor Holder. And Taylor Holder looks like he can box.
Yeah, Taylor
that
Holder
motherfucker
looks
like he's got some decent. He's got some decent.
And he's
shots.
been boxing his whole life. Taylor can fight.
And he hit me up. He hit me up.
And
I
he's
got a
the nicest
FaceTime
kid
one
ever,
day,
by the way.
and he's like, "Yo, my opponent backed out. What does you stepping in the ring with me look like?" And I go, "It looks like." You removing 15 years from my age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bring me back to the crack days. Give me some crack, and I'll fucking step in. But he's like, but honestly, like, what does the bag look like? Like, he goes, is it like a few hundred or is it like a couple million? I was like, it's a couple million, bro. Like, I'm not gonna train. I'm not gonna go in there and probably definitely get my ass beat in front of people by a TikTok star unless it's going to be worth it.
Because I got an email at one point, and I actually even signed the NDA to discuss this, but they were trying to have me fight some fucking weird soccer guy or some shit. And they were trying to offer me like $85,000, and I start thinking about it like, you want me to train for 3 months and basically put my entire life on hold? Like, no. Like, it's just,
I think if you haven't gotten
sense.
into it at this point, you've missed the boat on this.
I just like
as far as substantial, like because the time is money. It is.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier in the show.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's like you're gonna fucking go train, drop everything you're doing to make 85 mans and potentially get your ass beat in front of a bunch of people.
And also they wanted me to meet at like I was like 240 at the time, and this guy was like 180, and they're like, can you get to 210? And I'm like, so you want me to start boxing from scratch and lose 30 pounds and presumably also keep this business going? I don't know. That's a lot to ask.
That's
for $85,000.
For 85 G's.
And if 85,000 sounds like a lot to you, think about like 27,000 per month, which still, I know it sounds like a lot, but think about my first thing I would do is hire a fucking striking coach and all these people are going to have to get paid. It's like right there. It's I'm doing it for free.
Right.
That's crazy. Yeah. But I mean,
but Bryce versus damn dude. I mean, listen, like Bryce is a very fired up individual.
Scrappy motherfucker. Will fight somebody in the street.
When Taylor Holder was screaming in Strombody's face, I was like, damn, that is a fucking dude who is not scared of the bullshit. I like him,
Right. But then Austin's got that like bravado and like the I think he might have a little bit more power than Bryce. I think potentially. I think Bryce is the guy that's going to hit you a few times. I think Austin's got a little bit more bulk. Austin weighs more than Bryce, I'd assume, right?
I'm not sure. Bryce is a kind of big muscular dude.
Played
though,
D1 basketball. They're both athletes to a degree, right? Bryce is always working out and shit. He's a meathead fucking frat boy vibes.
I actually just don't have an answer for this.
What about? It's a question mark. I'm telling you, that is the one where I genuinely. It could go either way.
They lost.
Give me a first round knockout on either side.
I like that Bryce and all his friends, it seems to me like they just hang out and are hot together. Like they all got six packs. They all got beautiful heads of hair. Why don't we do that?
We can.
We can get steroids, guys. Like we can be hotter.
Dog, let me ask you a question really quick. You think the three of us going to the club, the table section looks any different? We're gonna be with the same people.
Honestly,
like the same.
I know, and that's the fucked up part.
This isn't shots at them, but we kick it with a solid crowd.
Right.
He's like, I'll just leave it at that. I'm not gonna say any fucking.
There's no girls turning you down because you don't have a six pack.
That's what I'm.
No, it's
you. A lot of you guys, that probably is a thing, but for these guys, I don't really see it that way. No offense.
We have fun and it's fun. To change that drastically, like your lifestyle and stuff, you need a reason to do it, and we're making money and we're.
But 6 foot fucking.
They're young.
Laughing,
they're young and they have really
fun.
great genetics. And I bet they're eating fast food and still look like that,
probably,
which is the part that pisses me off. Because if I wanted to look like that, my whole life is gonna have to be based around looking like that.
The big thing for me is drinking and I don't want to give that up. You know what I'm saying?
Those dudes. By the way, those dudes are all cool. Like, I don't know.
Cool.
I
like them.
I think maybe like we get a fucked up view on things because when these people meet us, they're just like, yo, like blah 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 blah, fuck with the show, fuck with this, fuck with that.
It might be like an unfair assessment.
Yeah, an unfair assessment. But like Bryce Hall, I've never seen. He's never said anything that seems sketch to me.
Great
like
kid.
he's always been cool to us. Like he'll you know, we roll around with him sometimes, bring him to parties, whatever, when we're at like events. Like when we were at the Jake Paul shit, he came, he showed up, threw down money on the fucking table. Like, he just seemed like a good fucking kid. I got nothing bad to say about the kid. So it's like I see
and Taylor Holder, by the way, is a fucking
phenomenal person.
That kid,
phenomenal.
I don't know what people's opinions are.
Like,
I don't consume much of Taylor Holder's content. But that kid is fucking he's religious. He's all about his family. His family's always around him. He's the nicest kid ever. He just fucking knocked down Austin's brother, right? And the first thing he did was went and helped him.
Oh yeah, they are.
He's such a fucking.
I think
nice
like they're
kid,
an example of like those people where like a bunch of like good people that are good on their own get together, include alcohol, and all of a sudden as a group they're not as like well behaved.
Or
like they always say, but I get that. I get
every
it.
group of young men on earth.
Facts, facts, exactly.
You know what the thing I find so fascinating about it is that Austin Mcbroom has made ridiculous amounts of money from running this family channel and all that. He really is like putting all that aside to basically come out here and just try to be a thug. It's so funny to me.
And what you're saying too, that on the business side of that, it's something I've considered. Austin has made a shit ton of money. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's a businessman through and through. And that's kind of where I'm at with my side on the Austin versus Bryce, who's going to win thing. I genuinely don't think that Austin would ever do this or put this much effort and work into something that he wasn't 100% certain that he was going to win, at least in his own mind.
Yeah, because that's a devastating L for him if he does lose, you know?
And
he wanted this fight. He was tormenting Bryce to do the fight.
So much riding. I didn't even realize.
That's what I'm saying. I do think that. And I think that Bryce probably feels the same way in his mind, but that's why I'm taking him. I take them both super serious in it. I genuinely don't have an answer for that question either.
I wanted to see Duncan, and that sucks.
That
sucks. And I know people are kind of like tight about that, but
it sucks because DDG's fighting somebody I don't even know who the fuck they are, so I don't really care about that. And
Danny,
he's like the rapper on the card.
Why isn't Danny?
I think it was
DDG's
just
fighting.
DDG's fighting somebody, but I don't even know who it is.
Jarvis Faze. Jarvis is on the card.
Jarvis, yeah.
Jarvis is gonna beat this kid's ass. Whoever you are, I honestly can't even remember your name. Probably a great kid, but Jarvis is fucking. Jarvis is a solid kid. He's gonna beat you up. It's gonna be.
I think it was just a deal thing with Danny. I mean, listen, like there's only a certain handful of influencers in this space that are monetized in an ugly fashion. Like I mean, at a high fucking level, clothing, brand, like whatever, right? Like Danny's making money, dude. Yeah. Like you got Nelk, you got Danny, you got a couple other people that are just making millions of dollars, right? And so it was like, what were you gonna give to Danny that was gonna make it attractive for him to once again spend that time training, leave his channel, leave one of the most ferocious fan bases on the internet right now? It just, I think whatever it was just wasn't attractive enough for him. And Danny's, dude, I say this all the time on podcasts, and every time I say it, he hits me up. He's like, yo, thanks for the kind words every time. But that dude's in a league. He's in his own space.
Right.
He's got his own audience. He don't fuck with nobody. He don't want your collab. He don't want your clout. He don't want your podcast. He don't want shit. He knows his fucking audience. He knows exactly what they want to see, and he fucking makes it week after week.
You gotta respect that.
He is heavily respected individual.
Danny's good at YouTube. Yeah. He's good, and he's good at
I interviewed him when he wasn't. When I interviewed him, I don't remember exactly where he was at, but he was so small, and he's actually asked me to delete that interview because he said fucked up shit in it, I guess, or he said stuff that he doesn't want on the internet, and I just told him, I'm like, bro, I can't just delete it. But
someone's gonna go pick it apart.
You're probably gonna have to remove that part.
I mean, no.
I'm going to ask you. No, fuck that. I'm going to ask you as an actual friend. No, I'm going to ask you as an actual friend to remove that part.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Laura with the weather. Okay.
So remove that part, or like put a space over it, and then I'll just.
What about the Danny interview?
Yeah. Anyways.
Restart.
Yeah. So he fucking he's crushing it. He's crushing it. Now I feel like such a dick, bro.
No, I feel you though. Like you just don't want to like see your friends who are killing to get canceled over fucking nothing. But at the same time, it's like the idea kills me to think of like I did a fucking fire interview 5 years ago. The thing that was supposed to happen is that you fucking blew up. The interview, that's why the interview's cool, because it's old and it's before you blew up.
No, you're right.
Like, and then I got to take it down. Come on, man.
The thing I respect most about Danny, too, is that I met him when he was substantially smaller than he is now, and he's always he's just been like,
well,
fuck
because
you, I'm me, and that's who I am.
He came up in a nasty space. You know what I'm saying? He came up on that he was broke as fuck and came up on that skate scene. And you know what that shit's like. You know what I'm saying? It's a violent, fucking fucked up scene. And so now he carries that same energy into his videos now. You know what that scene looks like.
Definitely.
You know, it's people getting fucked up, partying, causing trouble, fucking shit up, breaking shit. And so it's like breaking shit. So it's like that. He's just another one of those people that's like bucking the trend of that like status quo, like, yo, I'm gonna play by your rules type shit.
Definitely. So when can you guys tell us about this new IP you guys are building? Just air it all out. Tell us the names, the copyrights, every last detail. Thank you.
No, honestly, it's not so much as like one individual thing as it is like a structure of things and pulling things together and just building the right team and attacking the right opportunities like we talked about before. And I love this. And this is definitely a place that I'm at in my life where it's insane that I'm turning down $20, $30, $40, $50,000 deals, and you can't say yes to everything anymore. When I first started the internet, it's like when there was an opportunity for a business move or to make money, it was like, yes, all right,
sure,
fuck it, let's 100%. Try it. Like, let's do that, let's try that, whatever. And now it's like, you need to really fucking come correct. And I just want to improve on that mindset and that structure. And just like, if we're doing fucking deals, I want them to be seven-figure deals. At least. Like I want like.
And we're already on to that.
Yeah, no, we are.
Like in a major way, like 10, 20 times over. Like,
I told myself that this year I got the Faze shit. I got like my net worth or whatever my like assets are worth, whatever. But I told myself this year I want to make a hard $15 million into my fucking bank account.
It's a target.
Respect for actually saying that.
Facts,
yeah.
Bro.
Well, no, I mean, it's just I've always been the motherfucker who's done shit out of fucking love and passion and all that stuff. And that stuff's not, I mean, it's not the healthiest thing for your fucking bank account. And I'm good. Like, I have money. I'm good. I'm at a place in my life where I really do feel like it'd be really hard for me to fuck things up so bad that I ever had to like sleep under a bridge or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about that part of it. But this year I am, and maybe it is that 30-year-old mark. I'm turning fucking 30 in October. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm about to start transitioning into that like that fucking dad role where it's like, what are my goals for like my family? Do I want a family? Do I want kids? I'm starting to look at houses to buy for like myself and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and when you do that, money is a thing. And I just, 15 M's, I'm on track. We're doing fucking good. We're here. We're almost halfway through the year. I'm fucking got a lot of money secured. And it's just like that. And just, I know where that big money comes from, and it's building things. It's selling your own products. It's fucking
or just like certain sweet spots on the market currently.
Yeah,
the one offer that that we're.
Dogecoin.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'm not even talking about crypto. I'm just talking about certain things. There's certain things that like, if you're able to create those relationships and attach yourselves to certain opportunities in the market at the right time, that window is only open for a course of months before that window gets closed. And if you can execute on that opportunity, it could be a multiple 7-figure paycheck. Whereas normally you wouldn't be worth that level of money, right? And so it's, we don't have to get into what those industries are exactly, but there's just certain opportunities that
it's just natural. It's competitiveness versus like it's the supply and demand, just economics 101, business 101. It's there's a product out there and there's a ton of that product, and these products are all making a fucking shit ton of money,
like outsized
and
amount of money.
And a huge part of how they're making their money is by way of influence and promotion and stuff. Obviously, that's what we can provide people, right? So you find those sweet spots and you find those little niche markets, and you fucking go in and you try to take some control, rev shares, or own some of the IP, or fucking just get paid a fucking bag. You know what I mean? And that's
when we first started talking about this, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, he's leaving, he's breaking up with Lana and leaving Logan's to join a content house." Like he's like it was like a TikTok house.
He's
like
already got a new content
like
house.
I was gonna fucking start doing the moves and shit. But like, people don't understand like the high level strategic fucking business that like me or he, like the people we meet with are like business veterans that have had multiple $100 million exits, but I don't even mean as it pertains to this pursuit.
Yeah.
Like those are the kind of things that we do. Those are the kind of people that we meet with. Like, oh, we're going over to Jimmy's house to talk about this. That's Jimmy Iovine. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the kind of people that are the people that are aiding in the building of the IP, that are funding it. The discussions around hundreds of millions of dollars of infusion to businesses now.
But that's
like
almost
this is not some fucking bullshit.
That's like what you have to do to take being a YouTuber to the next level.
For sure.
Is like you can only make videos hanging out at your nice ass house with a bunch of hot girls and a bunch of the homies and stuff. To actually like show the story of building up a business and creating generational wealth through YouTube is like, that's a compelling fucking
and
story.
It's a whole
to me.
Content house thing. Like if there's ever a motherfucker who knows what to do, what not to do, why it's beneficial, why it's not, it's me. I fucking started this shit. Faze House, OG
Clout,
New York
everything.
Faze House was one of debatably the first fucking hardcore YouTubers coming together, living in a house, whatever. It's just a model that works if done correctly, and if your focus is on the right shit. It's obvious. Like if you're by yourself, if you're floating by yourself, and shit goes wrong for you, you take a dip or you lose relevance or whatever the fuck, then it's hard to climb back up on it. When you're surrounded, you have that net and that web of fucking. This motherfucker is the biggest Twitch streamer, and
he's huge on YouTube.
This
and
girl's the
she's
biggest
big
girl on
yeah.
Instagram,
and all that feeds on each other.
And we're all working off each other and working together and showing up on each other's platforms. Like it's a lot harder to fall from something like that.
Do you know what the mornings look like at the like when it's me, Banks, Aiden, Rice, like bro, you stick a camera crew on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's incredible. It's hilarious.
And we have
content,
spots
bro.
too. We have like a fucking 3 or 4 spots to.
We're 1 to 2.
Buddy,
we're
listen.
running a little low on space, to be honest. And we're looking for other like actual creators that have already established a base. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to put
motherfuckers
people
who
on.
want to go to the next take that. That's exactly who we're targeting too. By the way, the motherfuckers, because I'm not going to name names. 'Cause it's just not anybody's business, and they're not here to talk about it. But there's people see people with fucking 10 million followers on Instagram or fucking 10 million subscribers on YouTube, and they think automatically that number equates to
relevance,
wealth, and just success,
conversion,
and all that
shit.
convert. That's just not how it works at all. I've met people with 10 million followers on Instagram who are broke. You know what I'm saying? And they have this tool and they really have a product in themselves, but they just don't know how to apply it the right way, whatever. And those are the people that we're looking for. What you just said. You're a fucking YouTuber. You're one of those big fucking TikTok motherfuckers who still lives at home in Houston. You want to take it to the next level and you want to apply it to
Come
business
to death row
and make fucking come to death.
Come to death. You don't want your man's all up in the videos. Come to death row. That's how we're gonna be in a couple months.
Is the vibe different at the house now that you have Aiden Ross like sucking off Blueface on Twitch and shit?
Dude, it's the reverse. Everybody's sucking him off, bro.
I know,
dude,
isn't it
Aiden's
crazy?
the fucking king right now.
Yo, you
bro.
know these labels
Wild.
are sitting down with their artists being like, listen, like you gotta meet up with Aiden Ross. Can you DM him? Can you just try to pull up? Like that's gonna move some albums, you know?
We love it though because it gives us it honestly already feels like I have a son. Like we sit there and the shit that comes out of this kid's mouth just makes you like, you know, I remember that show Kids Say the Darndest Things where the kids would just say dumb shit like, what do umbrellas do? Like that's the kind of shit that he says and you're just like, you double take. You're like, dog, did you actually, he's a kid. Like literally. And so we love that because we can mentor him.
Was having a real serious conversation about like what's going on in like the Middle East right now. And he came into the conversation. He's like, "What's Palestine?"
Yeah.
He was being
And you
dead,
just got,
he was
and you
being
just,
dead
you know, it's
serious.
no,
And we
it's
look at
not
him, we're like-
ignorance. He just
we're like,
doesn't
"Aiden,"
know.
we're like, "Aiden." And then he sits down. He's eating his fucking cereal, and we're explaining to him what's going on. And we're having a real conversation and just teaching our son.
Yeah, we're
about
like,
life.
I mean, just since you're Jewish and all, you probably should know about these things.
No, I didn't even think about
you know
that
what I'm
part,
saying?
yeah.
So it's like this, but it really is like we get just a chance to mentor. And honestly, like as fucked up as it sounds, you know, it sounds to me to say it feels almost like a son, bro.
Right.
And we want to protect him, a little brother, whatever you want to call it. But back to like the business side of it, that's the side that because it is a little bit more niche, I don't ever really get the opportunity to dive into. But like it's so interesting to sit at the highest level of this business shit and to be fully invested in the landscape of like, oh, that dude just dropped 50 million into Beast's new influencer infusion thing.
Cool.
Now he's sitting with me trying to offer me, you know, whatever amount of M's for a percentage. Like, this shit's crazy. Like, there's a lot of money. Like, you see people that are like, oh, like I did $100,000 for a merch drop, or like I just signed a $500,000 deal with Blue Chew, whatever the fuck it is, right?
Which is cool, but that's
it's
the
cool,
base
but it's
level.
scratch. Like, yo, there are billionaires. We're having meetings with these motherfuckers. Like, they want to drop hundreds of millions of dollars in this space because they all understand that influencer is the next Coca-Cola. Faze Banks or Faze in general could be the next LVMH. Faze Clan could be the next group that starts merging and acquiring other groups and becoming a fucking monolithic organization in the future. Like, that's where this shit is headed. Like, people, Wall Street, these investors, all these people, they want to see us think big. They don't care about a $50 million exit anymore. They want a $2.5-3 billion exit.
What he just said is absolutely the truth. The seeds are being planted everywhere, and these next like marquee fucking Nike type brands, they're going to come from the internet.
Yep.
In 2021, the internet runs shit.
That's
just how it works.
From watching the Nelk shit and just seeing what they're doing with Full Send, it's like emerging in my brain of like, oh fuck.
And
like,
listen, that's real fucking hardcore IP. Like, these kids, as long as they don't fuck it up, they're set for life and on a different level. And I'm talking about, you get to a point where you can buy cars and a house and shit, that's tight. When you can start buying fucking boats and planes.
Not even just buying businesses.
Like
Acquiring fucking like generational wealth, because like that literally is. I mean, I've been on calls lately with people that are, you know, First Investors Facebook. I'm not going to say any names, but like First Investors Facebook, First Investors Venmo, that are like, yo, we've set aside $100 million that we want to start to infuse into buying the perpetual income of influencers.
Wow.
So like, yo, you're currently making, call it $3.5 million a year. We anticipate this level of growth over the next 30 years. We're willing to write you a check right now for $9 million for 5% of your future revenue. Because they know, so everything. Like that, you know? So like, they're like, yo, so literally what you're gonna see over the next 5 to 10 years is, as opposed to the sidemen, for example, getting, you know, $300,000 on the last drop, they're gonna get acquired for $300 million, and KSI is gonna put 150 M's in his bank. Like, those days are right around the fucking corner. Wow. I promise you. I promise you.
It starts
next half decade.
It always starts. It all starts. Small. Like, this is already happening. There's companies that are buying like your residual views on YouTube.
That's the start.
I'm sure you guys have gotten hit up about that shit.
Have you not? No?
Yeah.
They'll buy, like, so if you can provide some sort of like reverse facing ad revenue look, they'll then base some sort of growth model to predict your revenue forward facing, and they will pay you in advance for your future revenue.
Like
so
a retainer, or like, what's the word? What
it's like an advance.
An advance.
Yeah,
an advance.
facts.
That's the word.
So it's almost like the more record approach. So they'll be like, oh, we anticipate
we'll give you $1 million, but we own your residual views
for the next year.
YouTube. Like,
2
you
years,
get that
whatever.
month payment up front, but we get all your residual views for the next.
This is my first time that I had an attorney review my MCM deal, and one of the things that they negotiated was just like a big ass advance up front. So then, like, basically, that's not like they own it in perpetuity, but it's like all of our, you know, for X amount of time that we're paying our YouTube inventory into this, and it's like, well, I never would have thought of that, but that's exactly what rappers do. Yeah. When you hear a rapper got a $7 million deal, they give him $7 million, and then you just have to work to pay it off, which is like, that doesn't seem that attractive to me, because like, that's so
if you don't
variable,
need that,
you know?
If you don't need that, but it removes the risk, because it's like, if I fucking fall off tomorrow,
at least I got the bag.
At least I got the bag, and for them, the long term, if they do it enough times, then the averages will all, you know,
and they spread themselves out.
They're gonna make more money than they spend, so it makes sense for them.
They labels, they have infinity money, so they sign 5 million fucking artists, and then 499 million of them fall off, and the other ones work out.
We're all individuals, and some of us, it might be attractive to accept like a $2 million deal up front to then take and turn into more money, or invest in another part of your business, or whatever the fuck.
That upfront cash can just open the fucking world.
But they're also,
it's less risky. It's all that. So for an individual, it makes makes sense. For them, it makes sense. It's a good model.
But like, we're looking at the 2 to 5 year term and talking about 2 to 5 year term right now on the show. But there's guys out there, the guys that have those funds set up that are at 10 to 20 year outlook. Yeah. Those are the guys. They're way ahead of us. And so whereas they predict your revenue for the next 10 years, they're like, okay, we can buy this chunk of his revenue for the next 10 years. What they might not be telling you is they're also to own 5% of your revenue for the next 30 years. They're betting that in 10 years, Adam 22 is going to go public as a coin or as a fucking SPAC or
No Jumper is going to be fucking
an IP that could be sold.
Yeah.
So like, whereas you're like, well, wow, they're getting 5% of my revenue, which is $10 million, and they're giving me $2 million. They don't want you to be worth $10 million in 10 years. They want you to be worth $200 million in 10 years because you went public, and because influencer became company, like people bought stock in Adam 22.
And then
it's very interesting shit.
5x that $2 million.
But you walk into the club and you're like, yeah, well, my shares are trading at $500 like fucking Tesla now. And who gives a fuck how many Instagram followers I have? And people be able to look it up. Oh shit, Mike is trading at $700 now. He was at 50 last year.
Bro,
what the fuck?
Big Clout's the start of it.
And
so, bro, that is where we are headed.
Yeah.
That is where we're at. I feel like I'm in the Facebook, in that social network movement.
No, it's real.
$1 billion because that's where we're headed.
Well, that's
like
the
we
thing,
honestly are going.
That's the thing about where we're all at. It's really exciting for me, and this is what was so attractive about the internet for me even 10 years ago. This is the beginning of something brand new, and to be so intimately connected and intertwined with it, and just to learn so much and to know so much more about the space than anyone else. It puts you in like a seriously advantageous position. I mean, it's
massively advantageous.
You can't even attach a number to it. As long as you move the right way and you fucking make the right decisions. We're talking about fucking. You can make these numbers are not. It's not that far-fetched.
I met incredible people through Logan, obviously, and he's tied in with a certain people in the funding space, and these people and those people, and now became friends with them. But now, like, to also start to meet the people that are involved in Faze, like that have dumped $20 million into fucking and those two worlds intertwining, plus the people I bring from my background and it's like there's a lot going on,
dude. And
there's a lot going on.
This is something to think about. How many of these like FouseyTube, Vitali characters, Prank vs. Prank, Jesse Wellens, these people were tremendously successful in the early days of YouTube 10 years ago. They were like the Mount Rushmore, like holy fuck, and you're hearing about them making fucking $10,000, $20,000 a month, and this is the new thing, YouTube, whatever. Now these motherfuckers who sat in that boat and were at the top of the fucking food chain making all this money, like unimaginable amounts of money at $20,000, $30,000 a month at that time. Fast forward, now the people that are in that same position, that same seat, are making millions of dollars, right?
For sure.
I mean, this YouTube shit, this internet shit, social media shit, it's not going anywhere. It's only getting bigger. We see it. The growth has been exponential. You have to automatically assume that that's the way the trend is going to continue. Yeah. So we're tripping if we don't think that in fucking the next 10 years. In 10 years, what does that exponential growth look like financially for the motherfuckers, for the Addison Rays of the world and the PewDiePies and the Logan Pauls? What does that look like for them? My goal is to still be in, you know what I mean, that sphere of, and when that happens, because we're talking about 5 figures. Now we're at 7 figures. I want to be at that. I want to be in that 10-figure.
It's just. This is Lee. See, the Faze CEO. He always says that we're in what's called influencer 2.0. The last realm of influencer 1.0 was like figuring it out. Like, how am I growing my followers? What brand deals am I doing?
AdSense brand deals.
Yeah. Exactly. 2.0 is what we're just entering into now. Building business and IP. Who is going to be the first person to exit? I have my money on Beast. The dude is on a fucking level that no one else is on. He's building out multiple IPs.
My money's on Faze Clan, by the way.
Well, okay, that's an org. I'm sorry, I meant an individual.
Yeah.
My money's on EDP.
Oh, nah, I don't think that's gonna happen. God dang, dude, you really had to say that shit. But like obviously like Beast with the burgers, with his clothing, with whatever it is that's gonna be the one that is the initial exit. Faze is already set up for that to happen. I mean, that's gonna happen in the next 6 months.
I never had a Faze burger.
Facts. Yeah, maybe you guys need to think about that. Dude.
I had a Beast burger. I didn't actually, but I could.
I had it.
Order one right now.
It was quite good.
I'm not taking anything away from Jimmy. That kid is
legend.
Very much the Elon Musk equivalent to our fucking like this space.
And me and you are in a group chat with him, and we get to see what the fuck is going on in his head all the time.
I love that group chat.
It's mega motivating.
That is the
no, it's not just sorry.
We should not share any more information because I feel like that is
it's
proprietary.
It's kind of like a little bit of like an
the Illuminati.
like
oh, you told me
table,
about.
like,
I know. Yeah.
But just seeing what Mr.
funny.
Beast is thinking about on a day-to-day basis, it's like, oh, I mean, it's out of here. This dude's gonna win.
No,
bro.
he's not, bro. He did 1 billion views last month.
Yeah,
dog. He did 1 billion views last month. It was either last month or the month before, and probably did it again.
Jimmy's the GOAT. He's the greatest YouTuber of all time.
And he's also surrounded by because at the end of the day, a lot of it comes down to your team too. Who you're thinking with, who you're collaborating with. Like some of these people that he is working with are equally fucking smart.
Reed is
crazy
that's what I'm
team.
saying. Reed's a fucking very smart person.
And they tried to cancel Mr. Beast, and they found like one guy who said that he used the word retarded, and then he tweeted the word fag one time like 4 years ago, and like that's all they could,
when he was
that's
like
all
13,
they could find.
Yeah, he's always been a great kid. Did you guys ever see that
He's
video?
squeaky clean.
And listen, this
you can't find any dirt on
this
him.
fucking kid has always wanted to be a fucking YouTuber, so much so, and he's always believed in himself that he made a video.
Yes.
He looks totally different. He made a video like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
A video to myself, a message to myself.
Crazy.
I just hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. These are all my goals. To me, in 5 years, hopefully, we'll be at 1 million subscribers. This motherfucker's turning the corner to a fucking 100 million subscribers. But like, that's a beautiful fucking video to watch. And it's honestly, kids watching, anybody watching that wants to fucking achieve anything in life, you have to take that approach. This kid sat in a fucking,
Manifest.
Counted to 1 million.
He said Logan Paul for 24 hours straight.
He read the dictionary. Oh yeah, right. Remember that?
Logan Paul.
But he's still crazy, man. Did you see the video where he sat in the ice chamber for 2 days or some shit? I'm like, bro, you don't have to do this. Like, but he it's like a religion to him to make great content.
Like,
yes.
It's not enough for him to be making millions of dollars a month. He's on a totally different thing. He wants to be the biggest, the best, the greatest. He wants to fucking shake the fucking earth beneath him. You know?
I just don't even look at him as
for
a
me,
creator. I look at him as a scientist.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
No,
like
he
an
is,
algorithmic. He just has, because you don't really look at him as like an entertainer. Like you don't turn on his stuff and you're just like cracking up, laughing, blown away. He just has figured out the approach to YouTube so well to make the videos so interesting in their approach that you have to watch them.
It's like if you woke up every day and you lived your life to be the greatest YouTuber of all time, then you would be Mr. Beast, because clearly every decision points to that.
Yes.
And it's kind of mind blowing because we've seen so many people who made some pretty good content, but at some point the incentives fuck them up. Oh, I'm going to post every day.
And it's not even money. Money isn't even a driver for him, because for a lot of time he was spending more money on his videos than he was making on them. He just had that vision. And he understood and saw that worked. And it's like he's on a totally different trajectory. That motherfucker wants to.
And now he's got all these other channels, and I haven't even really tapped in with most of them. But he's got the gaming, the philanthropy. So he's making way more content than probably even a lot of his fans know about. But all those channels are like the fastest growing channels on YouTube right now.
Like Beast Gaming and shit. Yeah, no, he's fucking on a. Kid's a sick fuck.
Can we get him in the content house for one day? I call it the content house.
You guys want to hear my biggest?
Make him fuck 80.
You guys want to hear my biggest fuck up, biggest misstep of all time? I still just know that it wouldn't have ever worked long term. When me and Rice originally started this Clout gang shit, I missed on him twice. Mr. Beast was the biggest Faze fan, but dude, what can you do? Like, but that 5 years ago type video, he was a huge Faze fan. Would have joined Faze in a second. Wanted to be a part of Faze. You know what I mean? He wasn't a gamer, and at the time we specifically just played Call of Duty, shit like that, you know what I mean? Whatever, okay, I can deal with that. Clout gang starts up, we start the Clout house, the house comes and visits, he stayed there for a few days, and he wanted to join Clout gang, and he wanted to join the house and all that shit, and we just didn't, it wasn't like completely off the table, because he was a substantially like sized guy, nothing compared to where he's at now, but it's just like, he's a great kid and we're not.
Can you imagine in some alternate universe, Jimmy had joined Clout Gang and he was Clout.
No, it wouldn't.
He was Clout Beast, and he started dating Tessa Brooks, bro. Then they were always out going to the club, and he went down a deep dark path in Hollywood and became like one of those fucking like constant club goers, wore a jean jacket with like weird shoes,
and then bounced back, ditched all the fucking partying, all the girls, all that shit. started training to become a YouTube boxer.
Beat up Jarvis. Beat the fucking snot out of Logan. It was Logan versus Faze Beast in one of the most unprecedented boxing matches ever.
It's funny. There's a universe like that exists.
Do you think there's? You think there's a simultaneous other universe?
We live in a simulation.
Parallel.
I feel like if I try to think about it, it's gonna break my brain.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Lana started to move into that shit recently.
Really?
And started at the very end of started to talk about string theory, parallel universes and shit. Which honestly, what she started talking about sooner is quite interesting.
I remember reading books about string theory and just making it to page 15 and just being like, okay, yeah, I don't think my brain's ready for all this.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a little too much for me.
But it's just, I feel like it's another coping mechanism to deal with the fact that you are fat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm fat. I wonder what's going on in another universe.
Maybe I can blame it on that.
I'm not gonna work out today. I think I'll figure out if my simulated self is doing better.
A basic thing and my basic belief, because I actually truly do 100% believe in sim theory. I do believe that this is a simulation, or that there's there are astronomical odds that it is, for the simple fact that, and this is how it's broken down, and this is what Elon Musk believes too, and I think that he's a lot fucking smarter than I am, so I tend to follow what smarter people think about these things. Yeah. But if we already see what we've been able to accomplish with technology in terms of AI and fucking simulations in general, what video games look like today, Grand Theft Auto versus Pong back in the day. If you think that humans could ever accomplish and reach a technological feat to the point where we could kind of resimulate the fucking universe and put all these codes in place for people to feel a certain way, and because at the end of the day, even beyond AI, below AI, these things are programmed to think certain things and feel certain ways and do certain jobs. That's just how technology works, and it's all based on math.
Yep.
And if you think that human beings could eventually flip a fucking switch and kind of recreate a universe,
but for what point? Because
not even because by the way,
because a lot of the thought around it is that somewhere in the infinite landscape of space, or outside of where we are in an even greater landscape of space, there's a superhuman civilization that has reprogrammed based on certain calibers to a civilization they can play with. So we at the end of the day become the Sims, and I'm being controlled right now to say the following things. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't have to go that fucking deep, but it's not even humans. We have to assume that we have a very average star and a very average planet, and we're in an average spot in the fucking universe. And I would like to assume that I'm a very average fucking creature, a very average life form. And
you
that
can't even
somewhere on the other side of the universe, there's a fucking race of aliens that have existed for millions and millions of years beyond us, that are so far technologically advanced than we are, that they could press a button and fucking resimulate all this shit, resimulate the Big Bang, and at the end of the day, all of space and fucking everything that we move, everything is based on math. Everything, gravity and fucking speed and light and weight, and everything boils down to numbers and code, and that's how you get to the fucking root of a lot of this shit. And if you think that anywhere in the fucking original Big Bang universe, someone figured out how to recreate that in a simulation, then you have to assume that they could recreate it infinitely, or that simulated universe would then find out how to simulate the universe and it's just an infinite millions and millions, billions and billions of simulated universes. So you either, if you believe that's possible, which I do, I mean, look at even us.
It's more likely than not is the main thing about simulation theory. If there's infinite universes, then it's more likely than not that we're one of the universes.
It's more likely than not that technology is responsible for technology beyond what we can grasp.
I don't agree. I think let me say my fucking point. I think you have to be agnostic to the idea that the plausibility of it going either way is equal. I listen to me for a second. There's a clear path from caveman to right now that is fully trackable, that fully explains every piece of technology that we've seen. It's not like some miraculous computer system came out of nowhere in the middle of fucking Nevada and is unexplained. So what I'm saying is this: you can track the trajectory of technology on our planet that has all been provided by people who have lived here. So why would it be more likely that somehow we've been regenerated?
Because how do people predict things in transit? How do people predict what's going to happen?
Mathematics,
people
analytics.
People do it all the time. And trends of the past. You see where we've came from caveman to where we're at in a very short amount of time, mind you, in the grand scheme of things. The universe is fucking, 14 billion years old? Humans have existed for what? 500,000 years? I don't think,
not that long.
Or caveman. Probably not even that long, okay?
No, it's only been like 10,000.
No, don't say that.
10,000
Don't start. Humans have been around for a
hold
long
on a sec. Like
I thought Jesus
BC
started it.
Yeah, stop. No, hold on.
Yeah.
So watch, I'll tell you right now.
All right.
How old am I?
My only point in saying that is, for a fraction of time we've existed, and look at what we've managed to accomplish with technology.
300,000 years, Mike. We got to
It might
No,
be that.
that's not.
It is.
10,000.
300,000 years.
Yes.
I don't know
They
why.
were building the pyramids 10,000 years ago.
I don't know why I thought about BC. That may have been my dumb. Well, I mean, you said 500,000. Oh, that's
Well, mine's
closer.
you're
way closer
than yours.
You're way closer.
We gotta teach
I don't
Mike
know
how to count.
No, I'm like, I had an Aiden Ross moment, dude. I thought I don't know why I thought of like 2,000 years BC because that's after the
Listen,
death.
don't
And then I
distract
was like,
me.
maybe there's like another 8,000 before.
My point, Mike.
Yeah.
No, because I actually really want to drive this point to you. My point is, look at what we've managed to Look where we've managed to go. If you think that at some point in the fucking 14 billion years that someone somewhere figured out a way to improve technology so much that they could install feeling and a sense of consciousness, because consciousness still to this day is one of the greatest mysteries of science. Nobody understands
Not at
how
all.
consciousness works.
Yeah,
It
facts.
doesn't make sense. It's an you can't look at it. There's no way to track it. It makes absolutely no sense scientifically, even to this day to us. Why shouldn't we assume that just like everything else around us, it's based on a code, math, something is happening. If somewhere, and who the fuck knows what the original universe looks like, but technology clearly is a thing. We can create things that almost have feeling and thought for themselves, and AI, all that shit. If you think that at some point in that 14 billion year time span of the original OG fucking universe, that someone could press a button and create an infinite number of them, I believe that's way more likely than not, whether humans ever existed or not.
I just have a problem with. I just have a problem with the more likely, because like the theory of like Occam's razor, for example, right? Like the most easily to explain theory tends to, or out of the two, theory tends to be the right one. We have absolutely no proof that leads us to believe that what you're saying is true.
Okay, I just think
no,
in
no,
time
but
we
that's
will
what I'm saying.
I'm
invent
not saying you're wrong.
simulations. It seems inevitable,
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying,
I really
like,
think that's such a small-minded approach, Mike. And I'll tell you why. Occam's theory. What would Occam's theory?
razor, yeah.
Whatever. Fucking say about how humans explained life 10,000 years ago. It was all
That's not-
religion.
that's not how-
It was all.
that's not
the
how-
Earth was
that's-
flat.
but that's
Wait,
not-
time out. Occam's razor. When the first motherfucker came out and said, guys, by the way, the flat ground that you walk on, this is flat to us. It looks flat to us. When you look at the landscape, it looks flat. Our little brains, our little fucking minds perceive where we're walking. Do you feel like you're walking around this fucking globe when you're walking around? No, there's a curvature to the fucking earth. We know that now.
Sure.
The first motherfucker who came out and said the world is
flat is
a globe.
Oh, the first one.
Motherfucker, that motherfucker was getting stoned to death. What the fuck are you talking about? This and that. No, seriously,
I know
though.
that, I know.
And Occam's razor would have said, what's more easily to explain before science existed? And
No,
before
it's a
they
good
could prove
point.
that-
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's way easier to explain that the earth is flat.
Yeah, but
than
it
is that
seems
it's
like
round.
it seems like the argument on your part now is simply for the sake of saying that it's more likely, because
it's
there's
not
no
the sake.
proof.
It's not
There's
the
no
sake.
proof to support it.
It's not
There's
the
no
sake.
evidence to support it.
It's not the sake. There is evidence just by the human history, the trend of human history. Technology specifically grows at an exponential rate. Every time there's a technological breakthrough, it makes way for other technological breakthroughs. And what I'm saying is, look where the fuck we're at right now in technology.
Yeah, but what makes you think that we hit either some sort of singularity or some sort of point in that technological growth, or some other civilization did that it proves or provides evidence to support the fact that they then recreated or respawned other societies?
Because we're close.
The thing,
Because we're very close to that.
This is what could stop it. Is
humans.
If human beings at some point, like the way that it is with cloning, if at some point society decides this technology is too dangerous and too destructive, and we're going to basically like put limitations in place so that people can't just create simulations of the world, and that would somehow be
Maybe
like outlawed at some point.
But listen, everything about the universe is ginormous and almost infinite, right? I believe that there's almost an infinite amount of life spread out throughout the universe.
Right.
As humans, we cannot fucking wrap our heads around how big the universe is. It's bigger than if you compare a grain of sand to the sun. The universe is bigger than that in comparison to our planet.
For sure.
Like, it's fucking.
It's an infinite.
You literally can't wrap
infinite.
your mind around it.
Yeah.
And life is clearly possible. We're all here. So I have to assume that life exists
elsewhere.
For sure. And I would just assume, just because it's best to assume, if you have no information to work off, it's best to assume that you exist in the average. I would say that we are probably an average planet with average life existing on it, et cetera, et cetera. So there's probably a shit ton of planets with little worms on them and shit, and no like actual, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Sentient.
But then you think on the other end of the spectrum,
there's motherfuckers who
super
being
intelligent,
shit, who their children can come in and fucking they can do mathematics on the level of Stephen Hawking at birth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, for real though. And it's just, dude, what we managed to do is, and we're fucking dumb, bro. We're dumb. We're dumb. We're monkeys. We're apes.
What you said about I hear what you're saying. It's good. It's great speculation. What you were saying about outlawing technology or technological growth. What's more likely, which is scary, is, so people don't really talk about this that much, but the current trajectory of AI and the current trajectory of more importantly, super intelligence, SI, is leading to what could potentially be the singularity, right? And so as opposed to governments and organizations, as opposed to governments outlawing this growth of technology, they're actually the highest wealth individuals in the world that are trying to create safeguards against the singularity. Now, let me just say this one thing. Hold on, I want to say this one thing really quick, just to have you understand this, Adam.
Right.
Okay.
We are coming close to our time.
No, fuck that shit,
but I have to do a live podcast at 6, so
time.
maybe like 15, 20 minutes here before we could sort of squeeze this in.
Ready for this? Listen, last thing I'll say on it. Imagine we've started to create superintelligence, and everybody's like, "Oh, that superintelligence is safe. It lives inside what they call a sandbox. They're called sandboxes. They're inside these super secure facilities. You cannot bring a cell phone into the facility." But one day, some motherfucker brings a cell phone in. They forget to turn their cell phone off, and that superintelligence that has been fostered in that sandbox inside this ultra safe facility and taught to learn. That's all it's been taught to do, is learn on its own. Has learned a way to get into that cell phone and to network itself into the real world, okay? What will happen is the superintelligence will look at the human race, not with some sort of moral compass and saying like, wow, do I spare these guys? Like, they seem to have been here for a while. Like, what should we do here? You should look at superintelligence as a contractor laying the foundation for a home, and us as a fucking anthill in the way of that foundation. Do you think they're gonna stop and say, I wonder if I should stop laying the foundation? They're gonna pulverize that shit in an attempt to grow and expand as quickly as possible. That is the singularity. The day that superintelligence becomes more powerful, smarter, and more intelligent than
it's going to happen.
Elon Musk, last thing, Elon Musk, Facebook, the guys that, all of those super wealthy individuals are creating safeguards against the singularity and against they're trying to.
It's probably realistically too late. That's my belief. I think I'm a believer in the evolution's going to take its course. And if the next stage of evolution is robots running around and running shit, then that's just the case. But listen, what you just said though, what you just said kind of makes my fucking point for me, Mike. It really does. Because And AI, there's so many videos on it. I encourage everybody to watch and really like try to wrap your head around how smart potentially a fucking little like Alexa-sized computer could really be. And Mike, what do you think that AI could fucking easily, much more easy than a human could, figure out a way to, well, let's figure out what the greatest route is for our universe because we just want to do the best. We've been programmed to learn and do and just master everything. Let's simulate the universe an infinite amount of times and pick which one is the best and then make ours like that.
No, or to your point, or Matrix style, create little batteries. We run around and all of our running creates energy that they're able to siphon off for their whole planet.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like it's just fucking, and we're dumb humans who will probably live in a very average like sphere in the grand scheme, and I just fucking think that at some point someone's gonna press a button and create a bunch of fucking universes. I really think that that's the case.
On a final note, just to draw it back, because I know Adam wants to do this live stream. What we're saying here
Not that I'm not enjoying this.
Is that somewhere out there 10, 15 years ago, some super intelligent, hyper vigilant life form
created Bryce Hall.
Forced Banks to fuck a Gatorade bottle lodged inside of a bed.
It's not forced, man.
Or
It's a simulation.
It's
Let's take every little variable and just change it a tiny bit and just see what that one looks like. Change it a tiny bit. Let's raise gravity to this level and change that, and let's make the universe a little bit bigger, and let's do that and just see what the fuck happens. Let's do the Big Bang thing and just fucking see how many infinite numbers of fucking things. And who the fuck knows what the original one looks like? GTA characters that are running around in GTA, and these aren't sentient beings. I'm not saying that they can't fucking feel things the way that we do, whatever. But who, like, that doesn't look like what we look like. What the original one. We could look like fucking 8-bit fucking characters to things.
So CryptoPunks.
That's what I'm saying.
We could
appear, this universe could appear to be primitive technology, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck, we can't wrap our minds around it because we see things in a certain way, and our idea of the best quality ever is 4K and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, but it could be even deeper than that. Like, you just
My kid's gonna be fucking around on the computer like, oh, I'm gonna make this guy fuck a Gatorade bottle.
Yes, exactly.
This is great.
That's not what I'm saying, but yeah.
I'm just picturing it in my head. Yo, I appreciate you guys coming and doing this. And I like that we got like life advice. We got like some drama, like things Mike's been going through, and then we just talked about the future of the univerce.
Only us.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, stop. This is great.
This is what happens when the Caucasian caucus gets together.
A bunch of tall white kids.
We've experimented with a bunch of ideas.
From the East Coast.
We're really a little trifle.
If you're from New England and you think that you can't make anything out of your life because you've never seen anybody from your town make anything out of their life, look, 3 dudes somehow.
Dumbass.
Probably won't last for long, but we got a little song going on.
Connecticut, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, East Coast.
The trifecta, bro.
Through. Awesome. Love you guys.
Fucking go. And House is putting Mike on his story right now. Appreciate y'all. No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Like, comment, and subscribe. NoJumper.com if you want to support. And we will be streaming your music on Friday. So pull up at noon. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Sick.